Okay, I've written down all of the rules that the papacy has as a minor country. Yeah.
Yes, here, in
Yeah.
turn 3, round 1. The Grand Campaign.
Are we on turn
God.
4?
No,
No, we're
No,
at turn 3
no.
still.
It's turn 3.
We
we're
are
week
this-
4 though, right?
Yes.
Wait.
Session 4.
Wait.
Yeah.
This can't be
Okay.
session 4.
This is session 4.
This is session 4. First turn took 2 sessions.
Yeah. Was it only 2 sessions? I thought it was like 3 sessions.
No, it was only 2.
Okay, that's where I was confused. I felt like we were on. This was session 5.
I think we got to the very, very end of the first turn at the end of session 2, and
It
then
took
did a tiny bit
2.1
of it.
sessions.
Yeah.
Yeah,
to
we
do turn
finished
1.
up. We finished up turn 1 in like the first half hour of the third session.
That's what was confusing. Okay, yes.
Yeah.
All right, here we are in turn 3, round 1. It is time to roll for weather.
Yes. Weather. Here it is.
Weather
It was my
status
event.
is...
Please be good.
The die roll is odd. The weather is bad.
Damn it.
Weather is bad.
Weather
Yes.
is ass. All die rolls for attrition by sea are at +2. Land attrition takes place at more than 2 movement points. Pashas may only move 2 movement points. The weather is bad. It's bad. Welcome to bad. Bad is here.
Bad weather.
The weather isn't good. The weather
The
outside
weather
is frightful.
It's not ideal.
The fire is absolutely delightful. The blazing form of Hungary. Hungary, fight. You're going to be fighting.
the blazing warrior spirit of Hungary.
Spain has initiative on this, the first round of garbage weather. What will Spain do in this hell we've arrived in?
Well, the thing that's sorry.
The entire
Spain, afflicted with boglong, immediately collapses.
is the entire planet having bad weather right now?
The entire world has bad weather. It's global.
Yes.
Krakatoa exploded again.
Colombo
Early.
is going for it.
Colombo is invincible. No weather can defeat Colombo.
Oh, jeez.
The fuck's ever a storm ever done to? Oh,
Okay, so I'm gonna go and look through all of mine. I do have the Southern Atlantic and Windward Islands mapped already. So the Sea of Natal, Sea of Recife, and Sea of these are all easier. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to get. He's gonna take it a little slow, in that I'm gonna get him down from the Southern Atlantic, Windward Islands, Natal, and Recife. Sea of Recife.
So that'll be 2 for the first spread.
Yes, I do
2
believe
with
so.
a max value of 6.
Yes. Columbus is there. He is.
And no bonus
So-
danger on that.
I don't believe so. Just bad weather is going to occur.
Well, does bad weather
Ah.
affect explore rolls?
That's
Does the
a good
explore
question.
table
Let's
mention
check.
weather?
I think it does.
I mean, it did mention what was it specifically? The phrasing was attrition rolls at sea.
Yes, poor weather event affects discoveries.
Yep.
Yes, it does. I
Plus
just
2 on
checked
the discovery check
table.
for poor weather.
Which means that it is, in fact, you will always take some attrition, even if you roll well. Well, I mean, unless I roll like super well, because
Unless
Colombo
Colombo
is still
unbreakable.
yeah, because he is in fact a 6 maneuverability explorer. He's very
he's
good at
extremely
this.
breakable. I disagree.
So you got what, like a -3 on this roll?
Oh boy, it's a Portugal one. Yes, this is a so +2, -1 for going to yeah, it's -3. It's just -3, which is still really good.
Yeah.
It's okay. 3, 20%
Success.
and
Risk
Failure.
of
Someone might
disappearance.
die.
risk of death though. Yes.
Yeah, success, risk of death, and 20% damage.
Yes.
So this-
20% damage means that it's actually going to be destroying one of my ships.
Mhm.
Because I didn't actually bring any dudes with me. It's just Colombo. So 1d10, and this is going under 6 to see if he dies or not. Well, over 6 means he dies.
Yes.
6, he's fine. Colombo
Oh.
lives.
You lucky duck.
Columbo lives!
Columbo continues.
Struck directly with lightning and survived somehow.
Yep.
Alright, so that's your explorer.
Mm-hmm.
Round 1.
I'm just
So-
gonna lean in here real quick. I hate to be a party pooper, but I don't think
Fucking Columbo.
the roll of if they die is modified. I think it's just a D10.
Yeah, that was
No, it's
just a flat
it's
D10.
D10 under it's just D10 under your maneuverability.
Yeah, your maneuverability or
Oh,
under.
sorry. I had the stream open, so I was delayed.
Oh,
-6.
oh yeah.
Yeah, the
You roll a
-3
6,
was-
and then you roll a 6, so that's why I
Yeah.
was confused.
Yeah, the -3, that was the discovery roll. The just flat D10 was going for the see if you would survive or not, and he
Yes,
survived.
Yes.
Sorry. Carry on.
It's a good thing to see.
Alright,
It is fine to pay attention.
it's back in the old world. What's Habsburg doing?
Habsburg are going to. I just need to mark down really quick that I'm spending the money of a simple campaign, by the way, not a passive
Ooh,
campaign, by the way.
Good call.
Mhm.
Uh,
I'm gonna record your expenses as they happen.
Yep. All right. So now Habsburg, fucking go for it. Get him.
What?
Where is the capital of Hungary?
Over
It-
in Magyar here.
Magyar. Okay.
Red
That does mean that
dots.
they would have to cross a river to get into there. Can they get up to Erblend and then into Magyar?
Yeah, if you're
Well-
able to spend the movement through the bad weather.
That's a fair point. They kind of can't then. They're only able to get up like 2 moves.
I think they can
one
just get to
move
Erblend.
would get you
Yeah,
from
they're getting to
Austria to
Erblend.
Erblend. With
That
that
is true
stack.
for all of them.
Was everyone in Vienna?
Hold
Were
on,
both
I
of
can
those units
check.
in Vienna?
One was in
specifically?
Styria.
Yes, one was in Styria, but you
Mhm.
can. There's a to Austria to Erblend right there.
But they are spending more move to do that, because they're spending 3 to go through this non-clear terrain.
Yeah.
Entering the forest in bad weather, someone is going to fall down.
Well, Carnolia and Styria are also connected.
Yes, although that would get them to Carnolia safely, risk of attrition if they have to cross the river, because extra cost for the river.
Damn it! All right, fine. They'll move to Carnolia.
The weather is
Sauerbrand,
bad.
I know that
Everything's
Perhaps-
terrible.
Sausage Joke and Sauerbrand, they can get up there no problem. They're fine. All right. The Houseworks have done their move. Tactical geniuses.
All right,
They fuck up again. I was looking at combat
Spain.
values.
Spain has done their movement.
Spain is done.
All right, Portugal. Doing anything. Here during bad
Alright.
weather turn.
Alright, well, yes, I am. Sorry, I was devouring food.
Crunch.
I still am, but, okay. Let me open up the map. Alright, let me zoom in on the map. Let me reposition on the map. Okay, Diaz. He's doing ill-advised stuff.
I see your Schwartz is as big as mine.
Diaz is leaving as well, so yes.
All right,
Diaz
so
is gonna
where is-
do a thing.
What is Diaz's plan for his suicide mission?
He's going to discover Cap.
Cap.
Heading down to South Africa.
Here's a question. Is the movement to Cap still free?
Yeah, this is still a discover roll on cap
Okay.
that you're doing.
Yeah.
So because because all I need to do is discover Cap. That's it.
Yes.
Um,
The penalty still applies even on land for the discoveries channel. Power weather still applies even on land
yes,
discoveries.
yes. But I'm not doing extra provenances, so this is just a.
It's
this
just
is a-
+2 on the
Yeah.
table.
Going right for the tip.
Yeah,
Left cap or right cap?
left Cap.
All right.
That's the one that borders both seas.
Smart.
So that's gonna be a D10 -4 because Diaz is a 6 explorer as well. Yeah, I'll take that.
You
Cap
and your
is
exploration.
mapped.
Cap is fine.
And can I make a second? I can make a second move action, right?
Not in the same round. Each stack gets to move once
Okay,
per
just
combat
one.
round.
Yeah, just wanted to be sure of that because, yeah, my next move is obviously just go to my fucking trade post.
All right.
Oh, so you can remember.
All right.
So
Portugal
that
is done.
Portugal's turn.
There's another thing I want to do, but I think it's smarter for me to wait until like literally next round, not even like this phase, but the next turn to do it.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay.
Ottomans. Things to do when weather is terrible. All right.
Oh boy.
So,
Pashas can barely move.
many of my pashas are completely immobilized. Let me grab a couple.
If they're on a mountain,
Khaled,
they can't do anything, right?
on a mountain or needing to go through a mountain. Well, they can leave the mountain. The cost is by where you're going. So, like, Saleh here is going into Serbia. And Khaled is coming over here. Mustafa will be in the capital. Ismail is trapped in the swamp. No escape. All the swamp.
All is lost. All
Amar
is
can
swamp.
come up to Macedonia.
You have so many pashas.
I have a lot of pashas. Yeah, Yusuf
I
and
got
Karim can't do anything. Army 5 is just gonna chill out in Angora, where Angus is.
I just now thought. I do believe that your year and a half war within that one swamp area of Romania. Well, there's only one swamp, like 2 swamps around here. Bug might have actually been it, or Dobruja over here might have been it.
That was more over here, just in a swamp that this map is not calling swamp.
All right, that's fine.
It was
That's
somewhere
fair.
more leftwise.
Could have been Wallachia.
And then, so I guess to note it, this is a passive campaign. I will not be taking any attack moves during this round. Get that pegged down.
I'm really excited for us to roll a 1 on this turn, and so the turn ends immediately.
Yeah, so the that doesn't, but yeah. So the armies here that are left over on roads have done some shuffling around
Mm-hmm.
of their internals. Chef is going to take Army 1 and get himself transported over to Smyrna. Or no, actually, Chef's doing the move here. Chef will be getting transported to Cyrenacia. Well, that's not A2, A1, and Chef are going over here. So, Barbatriste will have to roll on. So, base risk of 3 for going through this, but reduced. Just friendly water, all about. Right, let me just drag out attrition table. Reduced by 3. Alright, so base risk 2, yeah, which then shifted right 1 because tech. So risk 3 at -2. Since weather, but also barb.
Barbatriste is
Brutal.
so extremely good. Oh. Oof.
Brutal,
Alright.
that is real damage of 20% on
Yeah.
that fleet.
Oof. It's rough. And
7
Barbatriste
vessels destroyed.
is Barb fine?
Leaders aren't threatened with injury from attrition
Fair
on the
enough.
regular map. So, some ships fell down. Some soldiers fell down with them. It's fine, though. One of my armies is now in North Africa in position. Oh, also, all the Barraby pirates are going to do something this turn.
Oh, okay.
I will take my privilege of activating all of them and setting them all into Gulf of Lion. Salam.
Okay. Piracy is now Gulf of Lion is the pirate zone where pirates fight.
Pirate season's open.
Okay. I've got one big one over there, the Saber of Shebek, and then you've got these 4 assholes.
You can blow those pirates up.
Vicious. And then, yeah, so, Army 3, Army 4, and Ibrahim. I'll move on over that way. And, yeah, that's my round. Venice.
Venezia.
Oh boy.
Venice. Meeting
so-
Hungary and the Mamelukes.
Yeah, so this is going to be a little complicated to split my attention. Well, the simple thing about the Mamelukes is that they are entirely a defensive campaign, and I'm not sure if I actively do I want to actually move them. Yes, I do. I will
you-
move. How many
I
times?
think you got it. You got it.
Hmm?
You have it. I'm saying you're good. Keep going.
Oh, how many tiles of armies can like actually fit on the same square without being in the same unit?
2 counters per side can go into a stack.
Right. So I'm gonna move the
You can
capital
also, if you have the counters available, you can freeform combine regular dudes. I'd have to check if the Mamelukes have a 3rd army counter. I don't think they do.
No. So I'm just gonna move capital squad up into the front.
Yep.
And that's basically it for the Mamelukes. Hungarians, this is going to be more complicated.
Yeah, because you actually did choose an offensive campaign. For
I
You're
this.
putting
chose
Hungary
offensive.
on the attack.
So you have a whole army and a general on which one is that?
Yeah, Erblund has. this
Erblin has
army.
the army and the general, and
Yeah.
Cornelia has
Just
has
the
just
army.
the army.
Yeah, keep in mind that this army over here is a minus, and this one over here is a plus.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty much +1 movement in rain. Is that true?
I think I made a
Because-
mistake then. Now I think about it.
No, Rain's effect is moving more than 2
Is what
means
causes
you roll
problems.
attrition.
Okay, so he can actually move
All the
into
move
that
costs are
province if he
still the
wants to.
same.
Okay.
This would be 1, that would be 2,
Mm-hmm.
and so forth.
I think the thing that I think I made a mistake with is that Sauer Brandon is actually attached to the wrong army right now.
Well,
he has to
this
be
would be
attached to the
2.
largest army, right?
Yes.
Yes.
I'll let you just fix that because that's just
Yeah.
a rules thing.
Yes.
Yeah, I completely forgot. Didn't
Also,
know.
the
don't
general
remember
would
that
be
this-
able to do that. A leader just moving on their own doesn't take attrition.
Fair enough. Yeah.
So 1, 2, 2. Let's just double check. Okay, I'm going to move. So it is only 1 square to move out of the terrain into clear terrain out of a forest. Yes.
Friendly
Yes.
clear terrain is 1.
So and enemy clear terrain is that 2?
He is 2.
Or is that okay?
Then everything
So
else
you-
is 3. Rivers add 1. Naval transport is 2.
So I can't have him go all the way without rolling it.
You should definitely do it.
Yeah. But you're also my opponent.
Yes, you should definitely do it. I recommend you going as far as possible with all of your units this turn.
Mm-hmm.
It is a good plan.
I'm going to reinforce the Austrian bullshit response team, and
It's weird. Doc's talking, but all I hear is Crumb advice.
I don't know what you're talking about, and I take
I
offense to
highly
that.
recommend that you go ahead and grab all of your units and take the most roundabout path possible. You see, it's going to be a good thing because it means you're going to flank me. You're going to get me from behind. I would never expect it.
yeah, just climb up all the way through Sedate and London, come around from behind you.
You should
Bring
also
some
cross.
elephants with you.
You should also cross any mountains that you come across.
The Austrians'
Absolutely.
vision is based on heat. If you coat yourself in mud, you'll become invisible.
The Habsburgs would never see it coming because you would die before you got to them. So
The Habsburgs royal family is just full of frog DNA. That's why they have to inbreed. They can't with anyone else.
You
They're
know,
not froggy
Hannibal,
enough.
Hannibal was actually Hungarian. That's how the old House strategy came around.
If
Anyway,
the Habsburgs be getting froggy, you gotta Drax, Lamb, Sklounced.
Froggy.
my question is, do I want to attack out of my fort? And I think the answer is yes. So I'm just gonna fucking go for it.
We've
over
seen
and
what you
over.
have in that army.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, am I gonna just sit here in my fort when I've decided to make an offensive campaign? No, I'm actually just gonna go over in Carnelie and start kicking some towers down.
I respect it and I recommend it because while of course I am invested in Habsburgs winning, I am more invested in this little war here ending as soon as possible because otherwise it will go on for the rest of the game.
Pretty much.
Yes,
There's
the
no rules
forever
for
war on
minors.
the Danube, the Blood River.
There's no rules for minor stability or anything like that, so we have to end it as fast as
No
possible.
stability, no treasury. They can just fight forever.
The 16 battles of the Alps in World War One, where Italy just kept charging uphill and it never worked well. So yeah,
Get in there.
I'm-
Do a fight.
Yeah, I am going in and doing a fight. With fucking gotta look up the fight rules to actually remember how to initiate fight because I haven't done that yet.
They are both considered Renaissance, but they both hit that this turn. So we have the fire phase, but we don't do damage with the fire phase outside of morale.
Right. So let's go to.
Wait, did someone else hit Renaissance last turn? One of the other things?
Orthodox is not Renaissance yet,
Okay, good to know.
and Hungarians are considered Orthodox Czech for now.
Oh, so they're technically medieval than Habsburg.
So it's
Okay.
veteran medievals versus what
In the
quality
case
is that,
of-
that stack?
Kratz are veteran. Sausage Joke is conscript. I should mark that.
Okay, so yeah, it's in two veteran armies fighting. So.
All right, so 3 morale versus 2 morale then.
Yep.
And there's a fire phase for just the Austrians.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So you roll your fire phase first.
All right, so Sour Brandon, you're attacking Carnolia, right?
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
Battle
I was just
on
making
open
sure.
terrain.
Okay, so I'm on. Just to remind myself as well, on the shock table, I'm rolling on A. You're rolling on B, I believe.
That sounds about right.
Yeah. I just remembering that. Now I'm gonna do the fire table.
Yes, a fire phase on C for just Austria.
Yeah, and Sour Brandon has a 3 on fire actually, and you have a no general at all there, right?
Hungarian Dave
no,
is
Hungarian
there.
Dave.
What does Hungarian Dave
is there.
got? Who also was
Two.
using an admiral token rather than
What the?
a general.
Whatever. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
We know he's a general.
Yes.
Listen, Hungarian generals, admirals are just generals when you're in a landlocked country. That happens.
Yeah.
All right, so
Ugh.
actually,
You've all seen
quite
the
good.
weather. Everyone's a sailor today.
C 8. That means you take 1 morale damage.
All
No
right.
actual damage, but morale damage.
Okay, so I take 1 morale out of my 2.
Yep.
Yes.
And now shock phase begins,
You
where
proceed
we
to
actually
the
do-
shock.
We're on clear terrain, and you absolutely have cavalry advantage against me.
Unbelievable amounts of cavalry advantage.
The generals are equal in strength, which means I think you just roll at a +1 and I roll at a +0.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Oof. I
What?
think I might win this though.
Are you
No,
rolling on A?
I don't. I just barely do not.
Are you rolling on A or B, Doc?
Oh wait, I'm rolling on A. That's right. Yes, that does. Yes.
A 6 on A is a morale. So, 2 morale have been inflicted.
Huh, well,
If the
yeah.
Austrians aren't also all dead at the end of the combat,
Yeah.
which would
all
then
right,
make
so
it a draw when only one army walks away.
Yeah, how much of your 30% are you dealing?
So, which table is that to roll on right now?
You're-
What page?
You're on combat results table, that die you just threw.
And he's rolling on
30%.
he's
Okay.
rolling on B, right? Yeah.
8
so if he
on
does
rolling on
column B
B,
is 30% of shock
30%
value,
lost.
and 1
And-
morale.
Mm-hmm.
So what is your shock value, which is your cavalry times 2 plus your infantry, and if you do have artillery, just count them as infantry.
Cavalry times 2 plus infantry is 75.
Oh,
All right,
God.
so I take 30% of 75,
That's
Mhm.
a lot.
whereas you take 10. You take 10 damage.
23
And I
damage
take-
to Austria?
23 damage to the Austrians.
Oh boy.
Cool army you had.
I mean, they're still around.
Yeah.
You did just kill almost all of my infantry in that army, though.
Yes.
But then my horses got very scared and had to go light.
Yeah, they got
Yes.
spooked and had to back up.
I mean, I still technically won that fight, but that doesn't mean
And,
much.
Yeah, how much
when I'm
how much shock damage from Austria on that?
they took 10.
All right.
So we took 10, so 10 of my infantry are gone.
Yes.
10 of whatever you'd like, probably infantry.
That absolutely infantry in this case.
Yeah, those
Oh my
horses,
God.
after they take attrition damage, are coming right back.
Yeah, and then the result of that is an Austrian victory since their morale held. Hungary retreats back into friendly
Back to the
terrain.
fort.
Right, that's only relevant for victory point counting, right? Because otherwise,
I believe so.
it doesn't really matter. This is just actually a strict
The
loss for
Habsburgs
me in
would
that
get
case.
to roll pursuit.
Okay,
you do
on
have
the
yeah,
retreating
that's
side.
right.
Yeah,
Which is just a
a
flat
column
roll
C
on the
shock
E.
attack. Or
C,
no, a
okay.
column E shock attack, yeah.
And it uses the same rules otherwise. So 7, actually, pretty good. 10%.
10%. So that's how many
You
more?
take it. Keep in mind that I am now reduced in power significantly, so you take 10% of 24.
So 3
2.
damage.
Oh, 2. That's
Yeah,
3.
3 damage.
Rounding.
So I have lost about half of my infantry. My cavalry is untouched,
Oh
and
my
there is an
God.
ocean of blood in Carnelia.
Hell yes.
And, and
You're talking
now
good.
you get to make an attrition check on column 7
Yes.
with a +2.
Your attrition check
All
on the way
right.
back.
Bad
Through the poor
weather.
weather.
This could really, really hurt.
This could be really bad, actually. Yeah, column 7. Oh, yeah.
Just a D10 plus 2.
Yep.
Come on. Yeah!
Oh, all of my horses fall in a ditch.
Everyone's dead.
Everyone
80%
fell
of
into
your
swamp.
units are dead.
80% damage.
Jesus Christ.
Oh no.
Yeah, Austria won the day.
So
Thank you,
this is
bad
basically
weather.
a battle of you guys kept getting massacred, then the horses did horse things, and then charged directly into the nearest bog.
Note how
and
the
died.
player
Yes.
who has paid the most attention to the rules and has the most troops to throw around didn't launch any attacks during the garbage weather.
Yeah, yeah, you sure did.
It's not worth it. Don't do it.
Garbage weather turn is.
Well, it's not my troops I'm really losing, so it's a good way to learn this lesson.
Swamp weather. War is canceled.
Everybody just looks at each other on the battlefield and just goes, "Truce." Everybody just agrees.
The
Nah.
swamp is truce.
Where did all the horses go? I think they fell in that bog. What bog? Well, I mean, there was a bog over
Bog
there.
ant.
Oh,
Oh, you know,
oh.
the great horse plains. So I now no longer have infantry, and I have considerably fewer horses.
That's
And that army.
Okay.
You
From
still
that
have, what,
army.
6 more?
And it could absorb all the numbers out of those detachments over there later.
You know, that's a good point. Later, during the consolidation.
Yeah.
Later during the next
That-
combat round, if the weather lets up. If.
Yeah.
You
If
can have the
the weather lets
Mamluks.
up, you can
Well,
do that
right. The
tribute.
Mamluks aren't doing anything. They're on
Mamluks are
defensive posture.
defensive.
Yeah.
All right. So Venice is done.
Yeah, for now.
Okay, France. What's France
Viva
doing?
Venezia.
France
Viva
sustains
Venezia.
siege. What?
All right, so
I said
you're
Viva
doing a
Venezia.
passive
Yeah, yeah,
chain, passive
Yeah.
campaign, and then gonna roll against that fort.
Yep.
What do you
so
got
let's
in
roll
there?
D10 plus we got 10 horses.
You should probably bring some cannon up there to join in the siege. You got that other army back there?
Yeah, actually, can I just spend money to stack these two and can I just put 10 horses in the Austrian response team? Is that possible?
You can freely split off numbers from tokens and have them travel separately.
Can I disband one completely and have it be absorbed?
Yes, if there's capacity for it in the receiving end.
I have 11 cavalry in the Austria response team. There's 10 cavalry here. Bad children.
You can have that many cavalry? Jeez, I don't want to fight you right now.
I need to figure out what my limits
France
are.
starts as the second strongest land power, and they're very good at that.
Yeah, my maximum size is nowhere close to that in cavalry.
Although, this would mean moving across a river. That's 3 movement points.
So
Anyone you send over there is going to have to roll against the swamp. It's perilous.
is there anyone in this? Is there anyone in the fort that my horses are circling?
Yes, there was that reinforcement detachment that appeared.
Yeah, the Milan army is there.
Do I have cavalry advantage on them? Does that count?
You don't have to fight them. They're hiding in the fortress right now.
So I just have to roll to sustain.
Yeah, so either you just proceed with the siege, because you have exactly enough troops to do it. Right? Milan is a level 1 fort in there, underneath all the scraps.
I think a level 2 fort, actually.
If it's a level 2 fort, then you need 20 points of folks here in order to continue the siege.
All right. Well, I guess I'll spend the $20 I need to send the Austria response team into here.
Send the response
roll
team
the
forward,
attrition.
do
So
their
roll the
attrition check.
table now.
It's a level 2 fort, I believe, because I think it starts as a level 1, but the defensive reinforcement made it level 2 at some point.
All right. So
Yes.
attrition.
Attrition.
Where's the attrition? Okay. So I'm rolling on the 3 column,
On 7 column.
7 column.
Do you have
so.
a general that is leading them
7
forward?
column at plus
Yes,
2
I are.
minus the maneuver of your ranking general.
So Bayard has a 1, but he's probably ranking, right?
Yes. Bayard is leading this charge directly through the swamp. Elan will carry the day.
So I guess it's 1d10 plus 1.
Plus 1.
It's pretty rough, but it could have been worse.
50% damage.
All right. So I lost half my boys.
Half of them fell in the river. It's
Well, now
quite
I got-
angry.
Now I got, now I got the space I need to put the fucking.
Yeah. Now they can just fuse, and that's much easier for the paperwork.
Wait, hold on.
Do you
So
have enough
let's-
people?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just okay. So here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna delete the bad children. Those 10 horses are now the 11 horses. What was half of that? Hold on. Let me do some math. Half.
There
of,
were 34 points in that army you were moving.
yeah,
17
30,
damage
so
happened.
15. Wait. Okay, 17. So I took 10 horses in there. So now I have 7. So I'm gonna get rid of 2 artillery.
You're going to get
5.
rid of your artillery as you begin a siege.
I'm gonna keep my artillery. I'm gonna wait. I'm just gonna nuke 7 people.
Yeah,
Whatever. 10 infantry, 11 horses, 2 artillery. Let's rock. Heaven or hell.
a net loss of 7 people, and you're good.
All right.
Now
cool.
siege check on. No, there's a level 2 marker in there. It's a level 2 fort.
Yeah.
So it's level
Alright,
2
anyways,
on clear terrain. You
but I have
have
a
your
decent plus.
progress markers from last turn, which
So
are
let's
a
see.
plus minus.
So it's a +3. Wait, do I have a plus and a minus?
A plus
Yeah,
and a
it's-
minus, so it's plus 4 off of those.
Okay.
1 for having brought those cannon.
But I have a -3 because I'm not blockading it, right?
It's inland. There's no port to blockade.
Oh, okay. Does the captain in there have a siege score?
No.
No.
Pretty sure
There's
that's
no
bad. That's one of the
general
many
at all.
bads. who are
So
active in the
far it's
world right now.
+5, minus
Plus
2
5.
because of it being a level 2 fort, and then +1 because there's attachment in there.
So
Okay.
4.
It's not a bad. It's actually a 2-4-4 general, so they're really good at actual combat, but they're kind of stuck in the fort for a siege. So
If they were outside, well, Bayard's still better than him. Anyways.
yes,
Oof.
They need to deal like 6 damage to you in order to break the siege because you couldn't be
9?
sieging.
That's U plus, so you have now maxed out siege progress at double plus.
yep. So that is still yet more progress to beating the siege.
All right. And France doesn't have anything else to move unless you decide to launch Gonville without knowing what he's going to do.
France has to control Scotland.
Oh, France operates Scotland. Do you want
Alright.
Scotland to do anything?
What the fuck would they
What?
possibly be doing? England's not even aggressing them, right?
They could march into. Well, what stance did you have Scotland take
They
when you
have to
reinforced
be
them?
offensive.
Oh, the event
have
sets
to
them
be
to
offensive?
offensive, so you
That
could
sets
march
them
into
to
march.
offensive.
You could
Okay.
charge march.
What's happening?
Rad. Thanks,
And
poor weather.
that only costs 2 movements, so the poor weather, that's safe, that's compatible.
Can I also put my land detachment in there?
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
No problems with that. And there's no like supply problems. That's just 2 per side right there. So yeah, no problem.
Scotland's gonna start pillaging.
Scotland
Can
may
I do
begin
that?
a siege.
All right, Scotland begins a siege.
That would be
A level 1 unblockaded port.
-2, -1 is 3. It's going to be a flat roll because they've got more than double the level in cannon.
A 6.
Great.
That's a minus, I think, given to them.
Yeah.
Scotland's gonna eat England.
They really are. I can't get there this turn.
Yeah,
bad weather is extremely not on your side.
no, Scott!
The bad
Oh!
weather.
Oh yeah!
Okay,
baby,
someone else
let's
got it.
go!
I'll just leave another
I got
off the perimeter.
I was paying
Alright.
attention.
Good.
Congratulations,
I think that's-
Scotland for the cosmic. The
Okay, that's
cosmic-
first round?
France
No,
is done?
England's turn. England.
I
England
still have things to do.
What
I'm
is
gonna be
England doing?
stupid.
Despite
I'm
the
going
weather.
to. Okay, I'm going to be moving some people, so I'll just grab these guys real quick. And I move them all the way up into the Midlands, which is 2 movement points. So they're all over there.
Alright.
Except for this general's actually staying with these guys, and I'm taking this detachment of ships. I'm going over to take care of my revolt over there. Over the sea? Why, yes, I am doing that because I'm a moron.
Sea movement is, again, not actually that deterred much. by
So
this.
I've got it worked out. It's going to be on table 4. I have a -2 because it's a +3, -1 for all the stuff that's happening.
Sorry, I just thought about what Doc just said and just
I should
Yes.
actually hit roll for that.
the sea, known place that is less dangerous than the land when it rains.
It genuinely is in this game, though, because sea
I
movement is
know.
always 2, which means it
Shiza.
actually is fine.
Well, these guys don't actually. So long as they get there, it doesn't matter. I lose several ships.
Yeah, it's a few damage happening to that fleet.
Yeah, that's going to regenerate afterwards. I really don't care.
I'm just gonna throw this out here as a just statement that
Mhm.
if England loses this war and just becomes Scotland, I would recommend that we just recognize that basically as if you won England, but we refer to you as Scotland for the rest of the game.
Fair. The revolt is stopped, however.
Okay.
Alright.
So delete. Yeah, even with that actually supposed to be in a +2, because that guy would have taken a -1. I've got at least an 8+. So that's taken care of. I moved all my people. Denmark thinks really hard about sailing over the ocean. Really hard about sailing over the ocean, but then doesn't sail over the ocean.
Alright.
Oh my.
Okay. Round 1 is done.
Round 2. Roll for weather.
Yes.
Please be
even or
even.
odd.
Odd
God.
number.
Go
Bad
back.
weather continues.
Yes,
Oh.
Scotland.
Pray for the fate of Colombo.
Scotland.
Spain has initiative. What are you doing?
Colombo will go down to the coast of Patagonia. No, this turn he's actually going to go back and just make sure that's this map first.
Smart.
Alright. Normal
Hey,
bad weather
well,
attrition check for going through
Actually,
2
Ah,
risk 6 zones.
we have to make those deals at the start. Damn.
Yeah, diplomacy already happened.
All right, so just do
It's time for fight.
just a normal regular attrition roll on that. Then you saying?
Yes.
So this is what table do I go that on?
The attrition table,
Yes.
the one that's for attrition.
Okay.
It is
Right, risk value. Okay,
Yeah,
there we
risk
go.
value, shift right 1 for using Carrick's. So it's going to be column 7 at.
40%.
It'll be at -4 because
Oh,
Colombo.
right. minus Colombo, meaning 0.
Well,
It's 0.
-3 because it's 2 zones. +1 off of that.
Right. Okay.
So, question.
Sorry, I'm
is
dumb. 3. 10%. It's 10%. It's 10%.
Okay, it's just a +2 for the weather.
Yes, the weather for naval is just a flat +2 on die rolls.
I love that looking at the tables, you have less of a chance to lose your explorer on the ocean than you do on land.
Yeah.
Yeah, they know what they're doing.
Yeah, I guess so.
But yeah,
As long as the wave doesn't hit the boat.
just mark that down. Columbus Brigade lost another boat. Columbus is fine. We have that mapped now, so I have up to the Sea of Recife, I think is Sea of Recife.
Wait, how did you lose a boat?
Because of attrition.
To the damage.
10%.
From the attrition.
Wait, what?
Attrition happened.
I know. How did you take 10%? You got a negative. You got 1.
It was -3. I got a 3 total on that because it was 6 -3. I have it.
You did,
I rolled it real bad.
If it's at a -3, that's 4 -3.
No, the final result is 6 -3.
Oh, okay. So sorry, I'm massively misunderstanding something.
Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Columbus is a 6, isn't he?
Yes.
He wasn't that good
No,
looking.
newbies
yeah.
He also
parsing this
moved
one,
through multiple
maybe.
zones.
We described a net modifier of -3, rather than the +2
about
that
it.
you threw down on that.
All right. Sorry.
-3.
Yeah, so it should be 1, which is nothing.
Yeah.
Oh wait.
Yes.
Because
You put down a
it's
+2
6
and
minus-
ignored all other modifiers, which I
Yeah,
then told
it's-
you what they were, and the net result is -3.
Yeah,
rather
okay,
than
Because it
+2.
would be
All right.
minus
I
6
misunderstood.
plus
5
5
points.
plus 1.
My apologies.
'Cause
Okay,
remember,
we're fine.
it's each zone of the same value.
Move Austria.
Austria, yes. Austria
Leipzig.
will probably come. We're going to be moving the sausage joke down into. What do you call it? No, hold on. The opposite thing. Sausage joke is staying up there. We're moving the Kratz Connects up there, and they're going to be merging between sausage joke and the Kratz Connects. Yeah, gonna get and just go ahead and. I have the thing open right now for Austria armies and see what that's up. Okay, so they have a army size. Okay. Sorry, this is just a bit of keeping here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. They have combined as much as they can, which is actually to say they could not fully combine, but that's okay. And it's still poor weather, so they have to stay there. They'll be fucking you up soon, though. I promise. They'll get you.
No, just you
I'm
wait.
sure.
All right, Spain is done.
Spain is done. Yes.
Portugal. So,
Oh, right. That's me. Sorry. My main move is that Death Fleet 1500 is going to attempt.
Shit.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry. No. Go ahead.
newbie, you have priority. It's your turn. Go.
Yeah. I'm going to be sailing to my trade post, which is only the highest cost there is 7, so there is no plus due to sailing through multiple things, but
Just the 1 for the bonus danger.
yeah. We're starting on the risk value of 8, so. Oh boy. That's how that works. No. This is table 7.
Yeah, 7 shifted right 1 because of the tech.
Yeah, you do not have better tech, so your characters move you to the 8.
Yeah, you are on risk
Okay.
factor 8.
That always happens. Correct. Okay. Sorry. I'm so ready to be in Galleon, so I don't have to remember that stupid rule anymore. Okay. And then, so this is going to be a slash roll. D10 minus 3 because maneuverability 6, plus 2 for the danger zone, and then plus 2 for 8. I'll take it.
Yeah, percent.
But that's
Throw a d10 and take that percent damage.
okay. So probably nothing. I'm not gonna take
Probably
any damage.
nothing. Don't just say d10. Just take the die out and place it
Okay.
on the table and look at
I
it.
know-
Okay,
I know-
God damn it.
I know we said throw a d10. What we actually meant was roll the d10.
Alright, 10% damage.
All right, but that does mean that Diaz makes it back to. I'm going to lose 1.
You lost a
Transport.
boat. It
I'm losing
happens.
1 transport ship, but also there's exploration detachment B that is just 1
Conveniently.
transport. So hey, I don't have to change that tile at all because these 2 are fusing together. Now I stopped paying income on that detachment. Finally.
Alright.
Yeah, it's my whole
Congratulations.
move. So that is successful discovery of the lower province of Cap.
Hmm.
And now you need to move an explorer back there so that you can do things next turn.
That's easy.
Now then, the peril.
Are you going to roll those dice?
Ottoman. Here we are. Alright, so Mustafa moves up to Smyrna, and Amar moves up to Smyrna. This is as far as the Pashas can go. They don't know how to climb the hill. They're scared.
God. Who rolled poor weather in their event?
It was the world event, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It was a Spain economic event and a global effect. The poor
Thanks,
weather.
Spain.
Good
Thanks,
job,
Spain.
Spain. Way to make everything miserable for 1 whole turn of war.
For everyone but you, really.
Wait, how's it everyone but Spain? Spain is still rolling +2s on everything.
On exploration, a lot of other people are fighting wars. It doesn't hurt him nearly as much.
Yeah, this is still a passive. Still not going to launch the invasion. Angus will sea lift the other army off of Rhodes and drop them in Nice.
Fucking Angus.
Or Barbatry Stable did this. So that will be, once again, attrition on column 2 at -2. No, on column 3 at -2. Yeah. It's fine. It's fine. He figured it out. It's fine.
good.
Everything's fine.
Are you sure?
So these scraps that are left over are going to merge back into, well, they're going to reabsorb the cavalry that used to belong to them. So Army 4 here will just go off the board. And Army 2 is probably going to end up a plus because of that. And I will sort out their numbers off to the side. That's the Ottoman turn. Venice. Do the move.
Venice.
Just to also say it, so pirates move around and navies can try to suppress pirates during the combat rounds, and then end of combat, during redeployment, the pirates actually try to sack trade.
having gained a much more intense respect for the swamp demons, I'm actually going to be using this one as a passive campaign. I will be moving.
Gonna do some merging and
Yeah,
reinforcement.
I will be moving. Let's see.
Gaining respect for the swamp.
I will be
It's
merging
understandable.
this team into the Hungarians, into the Hungary lads. So that will be. You moving made this a lot more awkward.
Yeah, I've moved up to attack your capital, so this was my initial plan to start with.
Yep. So, and then I'll merge you into this as well,
The War of Dampness.
and leave the fort behind.
I mean, the fort's job is to be able to tie down much more than its weight in soldiers.
Yep. So that'll be my turn for right now.
And no shuffling of feet for the Mamelukes. They're just gonna hold their stance.
Yeah, they're just gonna hold for right now.
You sure you don't want to send their entire army up the mountain?
I think
Come
I'm
on.
good, man.
It's great.
The mountains won't be moving anywhere anytime soon.
All right, Venice is done.
Mm-hmm.
France.
Those guys didn't come out of the fort to attack France, right?
No, I don't remember anybody's name.
No, the Milan
Okay.
forces have not attacked France.
Okay.
They are in the fort.
France might have stepped away.
No, he just threw dice. Is he?
Oh,
Are you
okay.
muted? He's muted.
You muted.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, that was a 9.
You're
So-
up another 2 on modifier versus where you were before last turn.
I was actually getting a +6, so that was a 10 then.
Plus 2, 11. It's an 11.
Yep. Oh,
You have a
Do I
plus
win?
7 because it's...
Meaning a breach.
Yes.
We'll open the
So that's
walls.
worth a +2 on the next siege roll, and you could order an assault right now
Do it.
if you want.
what would that do?
So when you assault a
Do I just roll
fort,
shock?
you start fighting the unit in. Well, you start fighting the fort's innate strength that it has, which is much smaller than it would be during it. It's probably not a good idea to assault with the numbers you have right now.
Yeah, I'm wondering if I want to make the hole lighter.
You can make the hole bigger because the next turn you are
Alright,
at...
I'm just gonna. Does that do any morale damage? If it doesn't, I'm just gonna sit there and stare at them for a round.
No morale damage, I believe, but...
Also,
All right, hold
Scotland.
on.
Also,
Let me look at the longer description of a breach.
I
This is
feel
the
like
first
morale
time
would
it's
be-
actually
okay.
come up this
if we
time.
fucking tore their
Yeah.
castle apart to any degree, I'd be like, oh no, our house.
This is the first time we've actually had a wall fall over.
So, breach. The besieger can, if desired, launch an immediate assault on the besieged fortress. Besiege makes
I
it
do not
easier to
desire.
assault the fortress. And that's the extent of what this says.
Under the
On the
siege
rule
table, it
text.
says the besieged surrenders or suffers an assault with the combat value of the fortress reduced to quarter and no modifier for fortress value.
So is
Yeah,
it
that's
not
in the
level 1 for
description
it?
of how assaults work.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just gonna. I guess unless there's a compelling reason otherwise, I'm probably just gonna let that one rock.
All right, yeah, just take the breach and get the
The
plus
user.
2.
If you get a 13 plus, you just win. You don't even have
Yeah.
to assault.
I mean, if really, if I could just win by,
Yes, we just
if Luigi
note.
can win by doing nothing.
Yeah, just add that to the text on the user counter. That one
At this
breach has
point, they-
happened.
They pretty much have to come out to fight you at this point, otherwise they just die.
All right,
Well, that's on their turn, I guess. Also, Scotland does the same.
Yeah,
That's just
Scotland,
or
roll
they have a
their
plus
siege.
one.
D10 plus 1.
All right, 7.
Okay, that's a user plus. So
That's a plus.
it's not got a plus minus now.
You should go do something about that, England.
Yeah, sure. And sure. Is that it for you?
Yeah, that's it.
Great.
What's
My
Eggley
turn.
doing?
I'm attacking him. I have exactly enough movement to get there. So
Yeah, 2 movement can throw both those English armies in.
okay,
Onto the
let's
Mad
do
King.
this. Yeah, it's the Mad King.
the Mad
so
King, hell yeah.
Are you mad?
He's very good at the fire phase.
No, he's very good at the shock phase.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Does
Oh,
Scotland have fire? Are they medieval?
We are both Renaissance.
You're both Renaissance, but you don't have a general.
So we have to grab a replacement general out of the pile.
No, he does not get a general at all. He rolled under the value to get a general.
No, not the generics, the replacements. These are the even worse randos that are there to be filler.
Oh, so you always have a general. I thought it was you didn't get any at all. Oh,
This is one that spawns only for this fight and then vanishes back into the aether.
But yeah, these ones are ones that frequently have like 0 stats, so.
Watch them not.
You go find the replacements. Yeah, so there's 4 replacements that aren't affiliated with any country.
Yeah, okay, here we go. I've got them here. They're 2, 3, 13, and 12, weirdly enough.
Yeah, weird numbering all around. But all right, let's just go for a set of 4
Actually,
on
a couple of
those
these are
in order.
okay.
Oh, good. I'm sure this one's
Replacement 2, a 2-2-3, is temporarily leading the Scots.
That's pretty good, actually.
That's so much.
2-3-2.
A 2-3-2.
It's still more than bad, though. That's like.
So you have a +2 on your fire phase.
So I do a D10 plus 5 plus 2.
D10 plus 2.
All right. 5.
That's nothing, I think.
I mean, he might do a little bit of damage.
I don't think you. All right,
I
yeah,
just-
no, Scotland actually transferred back on the last turn with you, so yes, they would.
Yeah, so
I
I
think
do.
that's like maybe 10% damage.
I just roll a D10, I believe, because yeah, I just roll a D10 because he outfires me.
5%. It's 5% damage.
5%. Okay, 5% of his fire value.
Does he do anything with a 3?
I don't do anything with a 3 now. I don't care about that. I'm here for the shock.
Yeah, 3 does nothing on column C.
Oh no, I think I shot one dude. Look out.
I'll take an infantry off.
You fired a warning shot in the air.
How does the fire damage actually work? Is it 10% of fire value? But that would
fire
make no
value
sense.
is twice your cannons, and right now nothing else.
Okay.
So 4.
5% of 4. It rounds up to it. You take 1.
I lose a dude.
Yes, 1 guy.
Right.
One
so
person was killed by a single cannonball.
At this point,
That's the
you roll-
unluckiest motherfucker who's ever existed.
Yeah.
Yes.
At this point, you roll a 1d10, and I roll a 1d10 plus 3 because I have double your cavalry, and I have plus 2 on your shock.
So I just over 1d10? Alright.
Hell yes!
Woof.
Whoa, Jesus.
Whoa.
Well, Scotland.
So I got an 11 on.
I got it too.
So that's 50 and 3 morale, so that army has shattered.
Yeah,
I
that's
did
just
that is retreating.
50%. Let me double check my numbers to make sure I got this right. Because I have. It's double my cavalry, right?
Yes.
I have 16
that's
cav.
Double your
Did I lose-
cavalry and artillery.
what percentage of my forces did I lose?
Hold on. So that's 16, so 32, and then my artillery values. So that's 36, so 18. You lose 18 guys.
Okay. I'll do that right now.
Probably
From
still
the-
have some left, but man, that's a rough loss.
I have 2 infantry, 6 horses, and 2 artillery left.
You might actually die to the pursuit that's going to
And
happen.
the detachment is there.
Oh yeah. The
The detachment
detachment also.
probably absorbed into your.
Yeah,
troops.
that's an overall amount of damage, so you could just
Alright.
blow up the
do
detachment
that.
mostly and call that a
I'm
day.
gonna do that, and then add 9 back to this, so it's actually 11, 7. This isn't as bad as it could be, and also I get knocked back, right?
And I pursue, and I think, do they roll a retreat check as well?
Do I have to roll
Uh,
attrition?
Yeah, so it's first pursuit attack, a shock attack on E from Chrome survivors.
Yeah. So 1d10 plus 3 still?
Yeah, it's another shock attack. It uses maneuver instead of shock stat, so
Oh. In that case, it would just be it'd be a 3. No, 4, because I still get the +1 for having double his cav.
4 on E, nothing from that then.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
And then
Uh,
attrition from the Scots retreating back into wherever they'd like to go.
I roll d10 plus. What the fuck's attrition? It's just a D10, right? Well, they go into mountains. They have to roll into mountains with bad weather. What does that do to them?
The bad
So,
weather doesn't
It's
influence
just
this phase.
it's
this
a
bit of it.
1d10 plus 2. Because they just pour weather for the die roll.
Oh,
That's
That's
good, actually. That's a very good.
okay.
You
Yes.
take 10%.
Only
That's
10%
it.
more damage.
So 10% of
You got very lucky.
10% of your count rounded up.
18, 19,
As Scotland is
20.
repulsed.
Okay.
Out of March.
20 times 20 times.
Which means all the damage to my thing is just annulled. It's my thing is now fine. My fort.
Oh no, 2 soldiers.
Yeah, the fort is now safe again. Siege lifted.
Okay.
Scott will remember this.
Okay. Attrition. Okay, we're good. I'm done. I feel happy about life. My bare minimum of things I wanted to not happen occurred, so we're good.
All right, test for end of phase.
Please don't end.
The phase
Oof,
continues. Test
We're good.
for the weather. The weather continues.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay.
All is swamp. Swamp is all.
Spain's turn. All right. So I just remembered that I grabbed Pinzon over here, who just showed up as a I believe a conquistador actually. Pinzon I think is a conquistador.
Mm-hmm.
I want to send him over there to Sonora, which that's mapped already. So I don't actually need to do anything for that, right?
He would need a boat to get there, since he
yeah,
is a
there's
land
definitely
unit.
boats around here.
Yeah, so put him on a boat and move him over.
Just checking to see what I have. Yeah, the Escuadrón de Ojeda.
I mean, worst case scenario, you could just siphon off a boat from your main fleet.
According to the table, Pinzon is an explorer.
Okay, that's fine. He still counts. It's all right. If
In which
Pinzon
case,
is
he could
explorer.
also travel alone.
Yeah, I do want him to have some dudes with him though, because he's going over there so he can set up a colony next turn. That's the plan. In that case, actually, I need to grab some of these transports. Okay. There's actually 10 units, which means I probably can't send all of them. Apparently, the Escuadrón de Ojeda, which is now going to be the Escuadrón de Pinzon, as opposed to Ojeda.
How many boats are in there?
Exactly 1 transport. So I'm going
Then
to be
that
moving
shouldn't
some
be a
of the
fleet
Column Brigade.
either. That's a
Yeah.
That's a
I'm moving
detachment.
some from over the Column Brigade as well, is the thing.
All right. So how many boats are in there?
There will be
More than
2
5?
transports, 2
Will it be more than
warships.
5? If it's less
It'll
than
be
5, it's a
4.
detachment and not a fleet.
Okay, well, it's fine if it's a detachment. It's just that I need to replace the token, and that's a
Yeah,
pain in
just-
the ass. I'll just mark it down as a detachment from now on. Okay, so they can bring with them with the 2 transports and 2... Yeah. With that, they can bring exactly 1 full detachment, and I'll move them over. I don't believe I need to make a roll to actually send them over there, though, because this is completely charted, right?
Yes.
Just
You're
normal
moving.
attrition for having moved boats.
Yeah.
Yeah. And thankfully, Pinzon is actually very good at that, because he is also 5 maneuverability. All right. So...
Though, do note that you're moving through 4 6 zones,
Yeah.
so that's gonna have a +3 on it.
With an additional +2 from bad weather.
Yeah.
So
Why
this is
is-
actually just flat 1d10.
I don't joke when I say y'all that I'm more
We're fine.
scared. I'm more scared 9 times out of 10 of moving normally than not.
All right. So you've dropped off those units in Sonora.
Yes. All right, and now Colombo. Colombo will also be moving back down to. He's gonna be going to the Sea of Recife again, but I'm gonna move into Bahia. Yeah. Also Rio de Plata, probably Rio de Plata as well. Yeah. Just 1, 2, yeah, and it's just 1 more past 6, so All right, so I think if I'm counting this right, I'm going to be on the 6-1, but move to the right, so it's on 7. But 1, 2 of the most dangerous ones, and it goes into the less dangerous ones, which means that I'm doing an exploration roll, a discovery table, which is at province or sea from the second on. Actually, it'll be more than that. All right, fine. I should probably move actually a bit down to the sea receive first, and then make sure that the attrition's not that bad. Okay, that's gonna be the plan then. Gonna move them down here, and then they'll explore.
No. If you're
No, if you're
just,
If you're move
you
exploring,
go
you
to
just
where you
roll for the
start.
destination.
Oh, okay.
you don't have to make an attrition roll if you're exploring. That's why I've been exploring.
The explorer contains the attrition roll innately.
In that case, then I want to just go down all the way to the coast of actually, I kind of no. I should definitely just go to the coast of Patagonia first,
The thing
and then
to remember is that the exploration roll is sometimes way more dangerous than an attrition
yes. All right, so discovery die roll modifier +1 for the province of sea from the second on, +2 from the poor weather event. But it's from explored on from what hasn't been explored yet, right? So
roll. Exactly. So did
Okay.
you explore up
1,
to
2, 3.
But
So this
what'd
is
you explore-
+2 from that.
Yeah, what'd you explore up to?
Sea receive. So
Okay,
since
then
it's
yes,
3
so
beyond,
+2.
it's +2 again for bad weather, but -6 from
Yeah, so you're at a -2.
yes. Okay. Oh,
Is it bad?
that's a failure.
That's pretty bad.
That's a flat out failure.
Luckily,
But
you're
Columbo
Columbus
is
doesn't
alive.
die. Yeah, he doesn't die just yet.
So does that mean Columbo stays back at the previous place?
I don't know. I don't think we've had an exploration failure yet.
Failure, sea or province undiscovered, retreat. So,
I think you just go to the Sea of Recife
yes.
Yeah, I think you
and take some losses.
you
I take
return to go. Do not collect $200.
yeah, all right. So I lose 2 ships from that is what happens. Well, actually no, I lose 3 ships. So
Wait, how many ships are on this?
4.
So you have a ship left.
I have 1 ship left.
Okay.
Because it's 60% loss, which means if it was 50, it would be 2, but it's 60, I have to round up, so it's 3 loss.
Ouch.
Alright, so regarding the move that you made into Sonora just now,
Yes.
I've gone ahead and read to page 64 of the rules regarding when natives will attack and how they attack.
Yes.
So there's
Oh,
going
no.
to be a check to see, at the end of your round, there's going to be a check to see if the locals in Sonora are angered by your presence and go after you.
Yes. Okay. I'll keep that in mind.
Go ahead
Wait,
and do your other stuff and I will look up the numbers.
I'm
See,
actually gonna raise my hand over here and ask a question. Why did I never have to do that?
Because you haven't encountered any war with
You haven't
natives yet.
landed any ground troops in places yet, have you?
I have a conquistador.
He's not an army, though. That's just a dude.
Oh. Okay.
He's been traveling
Yeah.
light if he's just on his own.
Meanwhile, Pinzon actually landed
Meanwhile-
with a full detachment of units.
Thousands of Spanish soldiers just showed up off the coast of Mexico.
All right.
Yes.
Understood.
All right, so then the rest of the things I need to do is just the Habsburg stuff. Which means it's time! Hungary! We will fight once more!
All right.
Oh boy.
Let's fucking go for it. Okay.
Battle.
You know, me and Doc have been joking about our death, explorations here. Columbus might not make it back anywhere. Columbo.
The good news is I don't care if he doesn't make it back because he's dying at the end of this turn anyway.
Yep.
I've sent him on a death mission on purpose. All right, so Hungary. This is I think technically speaking, more than half of my units are still, more than half of my units are still veteran versus the conscripts. So Hungarian Day versus you, 322. All the relevant values are equal, but I still get that fire phase that you do not. So, yep. So just 1d10 plus 1 on that. Well, no, just 1d10. I believe. 6. I think that's nothing. I think that's
Might-
no result on. Yeah,
Might be
that's
in the
no
wrong
result.
bit. Okay.
All right, and now Shock. You have superiority over me, but I'm rolling on a better table.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay. Whew. I think no damage from you.
nothing.
Nothing. Whereas you take 10% of my shock value in damage.
Mm-hmm.
Which, give me a second. I'm going to calculate it really quick because it's a little bit disparate right now. You take 5 damage. 5 damage. But no morale is lost.
Okay.
So that's a draw.
That's a draw.
Which
And
means the Habsburgs
Habsburgs
retreat.
need to retreat.
Okay. Yes, they do. Okay. So, that's just attrition then?
With D10 plus 2 on table 7. Or on line 7, rather.
Column 7.
Column.
Oh!
How's
Well-
it feel now?
Oh
Swamp
no!
is strongest army there is.
Should not have done
Fuck the
this
Habsburgs.
combat.
Maybe fighting in bad weather is a bad idea.
Note how the
No.
person with the largest army and the most at stake in their war doesn't launch attacks during bad weather.
Notice how I consolidated my dudes and then didn't move after the swamp introduced
Don't
itself
do
to
it.
me.
The swamp sign is up. You can't do anything.
Is Milan going to try to break their siege? Because if they don't, they just lose.
Yeah, they're gonna try, I suppose, in a moment
They
here.
have to. Yeah.
Because I think France is rolling on what, like a plus 10?
It's a lot, and it's probably gonna happen.
Yeah, since they're also getting the time bonus. 2 full rounds of sieging have gone by.
So should I roll first?
So if Milan's doing a fight, what do?
They will come rushing out of the fort, I guess,
Yeah,
to try and
Milan's
fight
gonna
back.
sally.
Yeah. So
Do they have a leader?
they do. They have Ilventi.
Although,
Oh,
thing we've been overlooking previously, although it hasn't come up properly. The fact they've been standing there in the fort means they should have been rolling for attrition while under siege. as well.
Oh.
In the
How many
bad
times-
weather?
I didn't
how
know
many-
that.
How many towns of siege? So 2. Should we just roll 2 attrition?
2 rounds? Yeah.
but do
Sure,
they roll on
let's go for
table
that.
7, or do they roll on or column 7, or do they roll on something else?
Let's go consult.
That makes sense for a siege since you're trying to starve them out.
Exactly.
Okay, the besieger rolls 1 die. Nope, that's not what it is.
Besieged unit attrition. Check during owning country's movement phase. Alright, it's special. It doesn't use the regular table. A D10
it
modified
doesn't.
as follows. -3 of the fortress is an unblockaded port. No. Minus siege value of any one besieged general. No. +1 if there is a U+ on the fortress. +3 if there is a U+ on the fortress.
So it'd be a +1 the first
Multiply
time.
the modified roll by 10. This number is the percentage of losses the besieged unit suffers.
Oh,
Oh.
that's vicious.
That means that no matter what, you're always losing stuff when you're getting sieged.
Yes.
Oh,
You're
that's
at
rough.
Now at +2 pluses, you are at minimum losing 40% every turn.
Okay, hold on a sec. Is that one of those things where we don't know, so we can't take it against the person? Because that would just kill all those units.
That would kill everyone
Yeah.
inside this. In this
I think that kills all of the
Should we roll
attachments in-
one at like just 1 Usher and then the one at the current Usher, or the last before the 2? They
Well,
get 2
I mean,
last
they
turn?
would have attacked again. It's one of those things like they would have attacked immediately if they knew they were going to take that many losses.
At the
just
same
from
time,
Yeah,
we
well-
could just say they've all died off in there. The
I think
swamp
we have to say
demands
that
their
it's all
blood.
died off in
This
there,
is
so-
extremely a situation where this fort's about to explode for multiple reasons, so yeah.
When
Yeah,
you
like-
breached the wall with cannon fire during the last siege round,
Yeah,
a
we
wave
did
of mud and bodies came pouring out from behind it.
Yeah, I guess.
Skeletons conga lining out of the breach in the wall.
I don't know. It's just because if they attack, there's a very good chance they win. The siege would end because they would kill enough people that France wouldn't be able to siege anymore, and that's the problem.
Well,
Yeah.
too late now.
I guess.
Now we know.
Milan were a bunch of cowards and just waited in a fort to die.
It happens.
So do I win?
I mean,
Sounds
you
like
need to
it.
roll, but you're gonna
Well,
win.
Pursue your siege. At plus much.
Plus 11, I think.
Yeah, it's a
Plus
lot.
9. Plus 9.
19.
Yes. There you go.
Yeah, you
Surrender.
extremely win.
The unconditional surrender. You've defeated Milan. Period.
So you need to spend 2 points of soldiers to re-garrison your newly occupied fort.
Okay.
So 2 damage is coming off of you.
So 2 infantry. Down to 8.
And Milan has been occupied by France. There you are.
Well done.
Congratulations.
weather.
You are no longer needing to keep up a war, I think.
Oh, thank Christ. Do we get a stability bonus for winning?
Well, the war isn't
Nice.
over yet.
Oh, yeah, right.
You've
Habsburg's
nearly
fucked, though.
occupied.
I will point
Uh,
out that Habsburgs only have
7 guys and a couple of guns.
You're in
I
a
can
good
probably
position
negotiate.
to try to roll for peace and make your demands.
I could very
Yes.
reasonably say, like, so Habsburgs.
So England.
you will
Is Scotland gonna do anything?
All right. Is Scotland going to do anything with their what's left of
Do
them?
they want to bring it?
They want to come back down the mountain, or are they staying on the mountain?
Scotland's coming back down from the mountain. Fuck you.
All right. Now, are you actually an A+ army or what?
Let's see what's
Also,
out of the A+.
What
While
numbers
that's
were left
happening-
in there?
9 infantry, 7 cavalry, 2 artillery. Is that A plus or that's probably A minus. At best, if not, I'll add
Also,
detachment.
could someone roll on the auxiliary general table to see what general they get?
Just to
some-
briefly bring the conversation back to, so the check that was supposed to happen for maybe natives getting mad is versus tolerance value, which many regions don't have, and Sonora is one of them. So I guess that implies that that effect just doesn't happen there,
either
and
that
you're actually
or
fine.
yeah.
Or they
It might be
always-
that there isn't any natives in Sonora. in that
No, there are
case.
natives in Sonora.
Okay.
There are 15 points of native presence in every province of Sonora.
Okay.
Damn. Okay, so I think you need to roll. Well, we need to figure out who your general is. Here, I'll roll a 1d4. Does someone have the table up?
Now I'm looking for it.
What are you rolling on?
For the auxiliary general, that since he does not have a general,
Oh right, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
The
I
random,
see.
I'll-
the replacement who's
here,
going to fall
I'll
in.
roll a 1d4. Just tell me which one it is. It's the same guy as before. So it's the
Yes.
2-3-2 guy.
Alright.
Okay, so
Which
same
is the
as-
best of those, by the way.
Of course it is. So on this first one, roll at a +2. So roll a 1d10 +2.
Damn.
Ouch. I'm going to take
That's pretty
some
rough.
morale damage, I think. And a little bit of damage. But all my guys are veterans, so I'm not broken. Yeah, I take 50% of your fire damage.
Which is 2,
Which-
I guess. Wait, that's 3, isn't it?
50% of 4, so 2. Yeah.
I take 2. Okay. And then I need to roll mine. Hold on, sorry. Which is 1d10. Wow, okay.
Yep.
I also do 50% of mine back, which is 4. So you take 4. And you also take 2 morale damage and immediately break.
Yeah, so this is over, isn't it?
And then I'm going to roll a shock attack on you. So roll 1d10 plus.
Well, if you
2.
broke them in the fire phase, the fight is over and you pursue, but don't shock.
Yeah, but I do the pursue thing, but it's on the shock value if table E, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Shock with column E.
Column E. So it's 1d10 plus 2 because I was wrong last time. I do no damage, but you need to roll attrition.
You go back up the mountain.
Oh God.
Oh my.
Goodbye.
I'm
is what
curious this time.
happens.
So what happens on the attrition?
That's 80% damage.
Okay, 80% of 15, 17. All right.
No one made it back up the mountain.
Oh, lose 14 guys. That's not an army anymore.
8. Oh yeah, wow.
That's a detachment now.
How many people are in there?
Let's see here. So there was 8. Okay, so there was 8. Now there's 0.
Did you take the 4 people off for me shooting you on my fire phase?
Yeah. So -5 from cavalry, which should be... Okay, I have 2 horses and 2 artillery.
So you have 4 dudes. Okay.
Well, that didn't go well.
I mean, it happens.
Scotland got bold.
All right, England is done.
As an
Oh, no.
aside.
Oh, no. I am not done.
What else you doing?
Are you gonna chase them?
I'm not
Are you
going to
gonna
chase
pursue
them.
Mubu?
I'm
All
going to
right.
go into
Well, yeah, it's
Solvay.
England's turn.
So,
So you're
okay, how
doing-
does my general over here on the left move? General Jimmy over here in Ireland. Can he just move over?
There's not a straight to walk from Ulster to Solvay.
So he would have to get a ship.
You'll
take
have to
him
get
over.
transported.
Loon, I found it by the way. Area information on page 3. Sorry, 4. An area without a third number representing the tolerance has assumed to have a tolerance of 1.
Okay. So, no, there is no riot in Sonora.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to be using my fleet with my admiral over here to take my general over to that area. So it's at a D10 -2 because +3 minus the 2 and all that are fun stuff, and I'm moving through safe zones. Nothing happens. So general gets over there, and my general is going to take my Irish reserve force, which is also going to bring over these 3 dudes. These guys disappear. So the Irish reserve force has 5. I'm going to move those guys up plus General Jimmy into this quadrant, and I need to roll an attrition check. So 1d10. He's got 3. It's bad weather. So -1. Shit. Shouldn't have done it.
You had to fight the mountain.
I had to fight the mountain. Oh well,
I respect it.
I had to try.
The
You
mountain
killed
won,
the
though.
Scottish Highlanders, and in return, the Scottish Highlands killed you.
Indeed. So, okay. I will take that. I can't actually siege. I'm not going to have enough people, but they're there. So that loses. Those guys do go to 2. I know those guys are 3, and the infantry disappear. Okay. That is now a detachment. Shocking no one.
All right.
Still not done.
Now all right, we got more to do.
I do. Denmark's going to move over.
Denmark time.
The Danes have moved. They have left Jutland.
So 1d10 plus 2.
They're dead.
The
They're dead.
Danes are going directly into the North Sea.
Wow.
They're
Sailed
gone.
directly into Charybdis.
Okay, it's not as bad as it looks, but still really bad.
Oh, they're not all dead, but they're mostly dead.
It's going to be on table 4. So
Why
they're
does
gonna lose
anyone live in these
50%.
fucking mountains?
So 50%
Remember
of
the
that A
Carracks,
plus
they
army.
move 1 to the right.
I know, it's only a 3 because they're moving into the 5, so it's 2 up to 3. Oh, it's only on table 3, actually.
Yeah,
So
crossing
that's-
a 5 that's friendly water.
So that's a 2 to a 3, so that's it's on table 3. So it's a 40%.
40% damage.
Okay,
The Danes
so
have lost so many of their people just crossing one of the gentlest seas in the world.
Well,
So,
that's basically just a nice lake.
yeah.
Just the
Not-
worst
not
Vikings.
exactly, but yeah.
They spent 5 years looking at the ocean, thinking real hard about whether they want to sail over. They put the boats on, and lightning strikes half the fleet, immediately burning it down in the water.
All right, so Kong is over there driving an army.
yeah, hold on, I need to reduce it by people. They still have plenty of people they can actually siege. So they will be sieging the Highlands.
All right.
So that's going to be... Oh god, I need to pull up the table.
Yeah, so it's a level 1 on mountain, so -3 against you.
But I have double its value in terms of
You brought 2 cannons.
artillery. I brought 2 cannon.
All right.
So it's just a 1d10. Roll real quick. I don't think they take any damage on a attrition table of level 1. No, they don't. We're good. Okay, I'm done. Man, that went so not well for me.
All right, now test end phase.
The
It's
North
over.
Sea actually. Oh.
Oh God.
Oh,
Or
that's
no,
not
is
great.
It's roll under? It's roll under,
I
isn't
believe
it?
it's
It's
roll,
roll
under.
under.
It's roll under.
So,
It continues at least into round 3.
yes.
Okay.
Turn 3.
Oh God.
Smoke vengeance.
Hey, weather is fine.
Thank
It's
God.
fine.
Weather's
We've
fine.
seen the sun for the first time in years.
Okay.
This long decade of nothing but rain.
Hell yeah.
Colombo. Now
The
that
weather
the
is
sea
clear.
fine, you're invincible. Go all the
Someone
way to
will
Cape
die.
Horn.
I love it.
Columbus. Do it. You're discovering Cape Horn.
Go on.
Columbus, away.
All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So +3. And we're rolling against. If I fuck this up, and we end up having to do attrition, it's also +2 as well, right? Because of the
You
yeah.
need to
Cape
roll
Horn's
a
got
1.
+2. Gotta roll a 1. Well, it's fine.
It'll
Wait,
be
you
fine.
you didn't roll your modifier?
Hold on. It's +5, I think,
Why
from all of this, and then -6 from being
Oh,
Columbus.
right. Cape
So
Horn
it's
is
a
a +2.
3. You succeed, but you take attrition.
Yes. So
As
And you, I
normal,
think-
in this regular weather that has finally returned.
it's a possible success, but also possible disappearance. It's fine. He doesn't actually need the boat. Remember.
Yeah, he just has to make it back afterwards, but you need to roll under a 7.
I deleted Columbo. All right. Come on. Columbo is gone.
Columbo is dead. On the first
So-
clear day of
Oh,
weather,
over there.
Columbo immediately threw himself into the abyss.
So
You
no
mo-
exploration
almost
happened.
No exploration occurred.
Aww.
Technically speaking, Pinzon actually has to explore into this one over here, one to the left. So he's going to be doing that.
All right.
Oh, then
That's one, and there's like it's discovery on land, extremely simple, no real problems.
discovery on land is more probable to go worse than ocean.
Don't worry about it. Fine. But this is just there's no other penalties, I think, because it's just one moved
No.
over. Yeah, it's just -5.
You don't even get the you don't even get the +1 for
Yeah,
exploring more
consensus
zones.
with the audience. The sun came out and Columbo burst into flames.
He was a terrible vampire of a human being, so it makes sense.
Yep.
All right, well, Pinzon's fine. He successfully discovered this as well. He's going to be hanging out there for a long time. He can't actually bring it back for a while, so it's fine.
Mhm.
With that in mind, Spain is done, but Austria has to.
Austria, are you going to take advantage of the good weather, Austria? Are you going to try and do a move?
Do a
No.
move!
So it would be such a bad idea. You should totally do and lose all your army.
Just do a flip directly into the Hungarians.
Do the thing, Austria.
Austria will sit down.
Austria's gonna sit and spin, huh?
So disappointed.
All right, I'm done.
All right. Portugal.
Okay. Extremely DK boys. Move the first is occurring. The perfectly normal boat will be traveling all the way to Cap, which is a single +1 roll on the table of 8. Oh wait, there's something else that's supposed to be on that perfectly normal boat that isn't. Hello. You. This perfectly normal boat. Ignore the
Perfectly
many
normal
armed
boat was doing the move.
that ignore these
Are you
many
hiding
armed
something
men
behind? Yeah, okay.
that are on this perfectly normal boat.
Very
Okay.
tangible.
That's a slash roll d10 -5 because the Gamma or Capra, one of them is a 6 maneuverability, and that's all that matters. It's gonna be on the table of 8, so big whammy. Here we go. Whatever. Fuck it. Just gotta be good. And why does that keep happening?
So what was this one for?
Just moving to cap. To drop off. I gotta figure out which one of these is the Conquistador and which one is the Explorer. So, give me a hot second. I know that their tiles are marked there, but fuck if I remember. The Gamma is the Conquistador. Okay. The Gamma stays on the boat. Caporal is dropped onto cap. Army stays on boat. And that can only make one move at a time, so they stop. Alright, I have to bring up my big picture of where the fuck I've explored. Okay. Who's ready for things to get exciting?
Very.
Haven't been already?
I'm exploring the Grand Pacific Ocean. And also the Southeastern Pacific Ocean.
Damn right you are.
Good luck with that.
Good luck. I respect
So
you greatly.
you are from the coast of Malabar there, just gonna punch through the entire Indies in one go.
I've already explored the Indies.
Oh right, you did. You have that corridor into Java. Yeah.
Yeah. I've literally explored to the right side of the map. I'm looping.
So,
Have at it
think-
then.
so it's a +3 on this?
It is a +3, yes.
This motherfucker right here is trying to snipe the Great Horn from me, Cape Horn from me, by the way.
Yeah, you failed. Columbus is dead. I waited for good weather.
I also waited for good weather. That was not his fault.
No, you did not. You tried to explore 3 things
You
in bad
did.
weather.
I
You
went
did
to
try to
the
explore
coast of
3 things.
Patagonia last time in
There's
bad
werehogs there.
Do the thing,
You
though.
were still exploring one of the most dangerous coasts in the world in the middle of the fucking 10-year hellstorm.
Don't
Fight the
worry about
Pacific.
it.
How long did
I
that
knew
storm
what I was
Here we go. I
doing.
found my page.
Yeah,
All right,
maybe
so
do your
it's
exploring.
I believe Diaz is a +5. Diaz is +6. Nice. Okay. So this is at a -3. -3. Success. Diaz might die.
On. Burst into flames, just like Columbo. Yeah! Yeah!
Cape is cursed.
Cape
Diaz
Horn
is
demands
dead.
blood.
Attempt no landings at the Horn.
Now,
All these coasts are yours except Cape Horn. Attempt no landing.
Diaz is
However, you
dead,
did
but the fleet
succeed
is
in-
there
I
with a
did
map.
succeed
If they can
in
make it
getting
home,
there.
they're fine.
Yeah, you're not getting Cape Horn, but you did manage to cross the Grand Pacific Ocean.
If
so-
next round they can Grand Pacific Ocean back to a friendly port, they'll be fine.
without their explorer.
It's fine.
oh, this is bad. But remember, I'm just rolling on attrition. As long as I don't hit 100%.
Yeah, attrition on the 9 roll. On the
So
9
speaking
table.
of things that are fine to do in good weather, hi, it's a great day over here in Syria.
Doc,
Oh god.
Oh,
Wait,
this is
just
about
as-
to get
just as a
so
quick
bad
aside.
for me.
The limiter has
Doc,
been
look how
released.
many-
I am free.
Look at how many fucking armies are in Turkey.
All right, so Yusuf is gonna take 3, 5. Yusuf is going up. Kareem, 2 points, is going up. Army 5 is going up. Nice to meet you here in Aleppo. We're gonna have ourselves a brawl in a
You
moment.
can have,
Jesus Christ.
you can have that many
Meanwhile-
dudes in there?
Army 1, yeah, the Pashas stack separately from
Yeah,
regular
they have their
troops.
own
Oh.
second count. They can
That's-
just show up.
They are both
That's-
very powerful, but also very terrible. They have a bunch of other limitations on them.
Bullshit.
Meanwhile, wait, no, that would take a multi-campaign for Chef to also launch his attack. So, no, this is a simple, that's happening, and then, let's see. Yeah, so 3 movement for Khaled and Eli to come up here. 3 movement for Mustafa and Amar to get
complicated?
up here. 3 movement for Ismail to finally escape half the swamp into the other half of the swamp. And Saleh can make it 3, 4, 5 all the way up into...
Somehow all the dead bodies from Hungary have just
Into
leaked
UK?
into the groundwater all the way over into Serbia.
And since regular folk can do... Has the limit 5 or 6 for regular attrition here in clean weather. Think it's greater than 6? Let me get back to the table and check.
Yeah, for anyone who wondering
You can
why
move
I
6
don't want
points,
to
6
antagonize
points.
the Ottomans, this is why.
You can move 6 points in normal weather on ground.
This is greater than or equal to 6 in one round.
Yeah. Great. So you can only move 5?
Yeah, so you can move 5 cleanly.
Huh.
So, Army 2 and 3 are going up the hill into Angora, taking Ibrahim with them. Barb Triste doesn't have anything else to do, he's just gonna hang out in the capital, enjoy the weather. And now we have to have a throwdown up here on the front.
This is gonna get so
Who's controlling
ugly. So, are both my army and the no, those different provinces, okay.
There's one province here of Syria, of Aleppo, across the top of Syria here.
Okay.
So
So, are both my army and division involved, or how's this working?
everyone is getting in on this fight. It's gonna be a time. So this is my standard full Ottoman army of 30 infantry, 30 cavalry, 2 artillery. These are conscripts. I bought them fresh this turn, so 2 morale there. And Karim and Yusuf here. So that number at the very end of their stat line is how many points of strength they have in 10 increments that are always half cavalry, half infantry, but like weird light cavalry that only have 1 shock attack. So the core of that is, so this is another 30 strength of Renaissance conscripts. 15 infantry, 15 light cavalry. Infantry on horses. So Big has arrived to fight you. Let's...
big, and that's like maybe a third of your army, maybe.
So I get my fire phase over here on clear terrain with Angus and his 3 fire.
Welcome to the shooting gallery.
And yeah, Dave over there is 1 fire.
Yep.
So I'm at +2 on column C. First have the cannons take their pot shots.
Oh,
Hi.
This is not... Yeah, hi.
Hi, 1 morale and 30% damage. Take 2 damage off of something, as you like. And you're
I'm just
down
gonna
1
be
morale.
throwing- Yeah, okay.
For the preamble to the real event, where actually you have shock advantage with
My millions of cavalry.
Khalif 1 there. No, I have way more cavalry than you.
But, oh,
You do
shock
not have
advantage on the
more-
General.
Yeah, your general has a point up on
Right.
Angus.
Are you
But
both
I
You
have
don't have
cavalry
more
advantage.
cavalry than the Ottomans. That's a fact of life.
I have 60 cavalry right now coming at
Right.
you.
This isn't the Hungarian front anymore.
Or no, 45 cavalry coming at you.
So are we both rolling at +1 on what table? What column?
On combat results, I will use A, you will use B.
Right. Well, man looks had a
Goodbye.
good run.
Well,
I think
so there's
the
your
man
other
looks-
morale.
Mhm.
And 25% of my shock value of big.
Of yes.
So yeah, 60 for the proper cavalry, 4 for the artillery, 30 for the infantry, and then 30 more for all the Pasha troops. So of my 124 shock rating that is just slammed into Aleppo, take 31 damage.
Okay. So let's just delete that division for 8. 31.
Crunch!
So 23 more damage. That's almost the entire infantry front. And yeah, they're just all gone, and I deal no damage back.
Now, pursuit. Where, once again, you have maneuver advantage, so I'm not going to get a die modifier on that. It is only column E, so I'm probably going to be using very little of the, the big shock value that we just described.
Mm-hmm.
Another
Still some,
10%.
So that's another 12? How's it? No.
If the previous one was 36, then yes.
31 was the previous one.
It was 31, so
So it'd be 11
11.
because you round up.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Doing good. I'll get you back
Crunch.
yet.
And retreat.
How far back do I go?
Just to a friendly province.
Yeah, here.
That's definitely not a plus anymore. You're not fooling anybody.
No, that's not even. It is only horses, so I don't even know if that's. Is that an A
It
minus?
can be. It can be a detachment if it's now under 10. There's not.
Okay, it's not under. It's not quite under 10 yet.
There's not restrictions on detachment composition except no artillery. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
You have a standard spread that your country recruits at, but you can rearrange.
Also, do I have to roll to see if Mammal Dave gets shot in the face?
Mameluke Dave has to roll to see if he got very shot in the face.
So, what was the modifier on that one again?
Let's see, for leader death, which is a thing we have to remember to do during the combat ritual. On a roll
So just add
less.
back down how much has Loon fucked up? Like, in that he fucked up people?
A lot. All right, if you have a shock or fire of 6, a -1, no. If your side lost combat or broke morale, -1, so yes. And if your entire unit was eliminated, -5. So just -1 for you. So you are fine. However, on a roll less than or equal to less than or equal to -1, Angus is injured.
Oh no.
Oh my.
Yeah, you killed like 40,000 men, but we shot your general in the foot.
Angus is getting on in years. He sprained his hip. And Angus is dead. Angus
shit.
exploded.
He's Angus.
Finally.
Farewell, sweet prince.
Is that a
You know what?
Pyrrhic
I'll
victory?
take that as a victory in a sense.
That does kind of
The
mess up that
Colossus
plot.
has fallen in battle.
The fact that a literal tidal wave of bodies fell on these guys and we killed a moderately competent general.
But
I'll take
only
that.
the general.
Chef will remember this. Only the general. He went up to the front and personally cut down half of the Mameluke army.
That was
meanwhile, shitty Dave
what just
over here-
happened here was a Dynasty Warriors map
Yes.
Yes, it was.
where somebody
A
tried
failed
to
Dynasty.
rush the enemy camp and like finish the map in 5 minutes, but then just got murked.
So technically speaking, it was a failed Dynasty Warriors map in a way.
Yeah.
This is one of those maps where you're playing as the side who lost in the big picture, but you still have to win in microcosm.
Yes.
You still have a
Angus
kill
was
count.
defeated, and then the narrator explains how you were destroyed. All right, siege time. For this is not a port. It's level 1. It's on open terrain, and I have twice its weight in cannons. So +2 net. For a nice healthy U- to start things off.
All right then. Ottomans. They did
Ottomans.
Doing auto things.
The only thing that protected roads was the ocean.
Yeah.
Now you see my real shit.
Yeah, when you can
Turkic
just walk
people.
100,000 men across the mountain at me, I mean, there's not a whole lot I can do.
We wait till the weather is clear, then everyone dies. Alright. Ottomania has taken a turn. Yeah!
That was next.
Big.
Right? Or was it Venice?
Venice
It's
turn
me
now.
next.
Alright.
So,
What will you do with the clean weather?
And
I
also
will
now that-
immediately move my ass into the mountain fort and just stay there, and I'm just gonna eat the mountain lads and try and reinforce a little bit.
What?
All right.
But what
Because
about
have you seen how many men are standing around in Aleppo? There's nothing I can do with that.
Hi.
But
Do you want to do
what
anything with the
about-
Mummy Squad, or are they just going to stand in Egypt?
Yeah, I was gonna say the mummies.
That's probably the safest place for them,
Yeah,
keeping
no,
a river
there's
between them and
there's
Chef.
nothing I can really do strategically here to make the ass beating any less murderous. Like, by the time I walk them up to Aleppo, Chef will be taking a bite out of Egypt.
So one
I
of the
move them
plans
towards
I
Chef-
considered during the, between sessions was to have Chef drop into Delta so that you couldn't counterattack without provoking the Swamp Wrath and dying.
Yeah, no, that's kind of why I put them here, is because I was expecting you to do an amphibious landing, and I figured either you're gonna land on top of me on Delta, or if I put myself in Delta, you're just gonna eat Egypt and make me cross the river again. Like, this is a horrible strategic situation, even aside from the tiny amount of men I have.
All right. So,
I'm just gonna have the Mamluks kind of curl up into a ball and wait, and await the inevitable.
Understandable. Hungary, though.
Hungary, though.
How's Hungary?
It's clear weather. I'm on an aggressive campaign. I've refilled the Hungarian Dave and his boys, and the Austrians don't really exist anymore. And I have one multiple campaign left over. I'm just gonna move my division and my army and just kind of go over there and kick them.
It's a strong play.
I'm gonna kick him.
So, Doc, do you still get the first fire phase?
Yes.
All right, so compare fire phases and begin.
Okay. Sour Brandon. This is right, just a D10. 8. That's
Okay.
actually at least one morale.
It's one.
Okay. If it was 9, it would have been 2, immediately winning me, making me.
Which would have immediately foiled my plan, but
I would have spooked you off with my gunpowder.
yeah, they're making such a loud noise. What is that?
All right. Well, we do get to do shock though,
Yep.
which isn't great for me.
The
It's
Habsburg
5.
general opens the gates of the city and sits in the square yodeling. No one dares approach.
So it's a
You have
5
advantage.
on B. That's 10% of my shock value, which, because I'm involving the division now, let me count that
You
up.
don't take damage from the fire phase.
No, I was rolling for shock phase.
Okay.
Really? Only a +1?
Isn't it? As if it, because
We're
we're evenly
equal
matched.
in
Or
Oh,
equally
you're
matched
equal
like
in-
power
okay.
wise, and you get the +1 from cavalry advantage.
Yep.
Okay, that's not good.
Well,
That's nothing.
that is no damage coming back towards me. So that is... Let me just count up that division's extra bonus. Uh, 68 divided by 10, that is 7 damage to you.
Was that first one? Did you roll first on the shock value then? Okay. That 5 was what you did already.
Yeah,
10 you said?
yes. 7 total.
7?
It's 10% of my shock value, which is a total of 7.
It's still around, technically.
How many people do you have?
Two
2?
undefended cannons are there.
Is
A man
so,
and a gun.
so much bigger that he just wins?
Well,
That's
hang
a
on.
separate
If I
thing.
win the battle, don't I
Oh,
do
that's separate.
I do a pursuit phase, don't I?
Oh,
did you
did
win?
not?
Did
do-
you- you
actually
didn't break their
win,
morale.
though. You drew,
Ah.
you drew, technically speaking.
So you actually move back.
So now I actually have the... Wait, do I do the attrition because it's not...
Yes.
It's not raining, so...
Attrition and clean weather.
So
Regular, non-boosted attrition.
just a regular old
All right.
D10.
Roll 100. Roll a 10. Come on, let's do it.
Oops, that was a 0.
That's a decent.
Oh, fuck
yeah! Yeah!
Swamp still got it.
Swamp, why do you betray me?
How can I do this?
Memory of Swamp.
80% are
80% damage. You may have fucked me up, but the swamp fucked you right back. He destroyed you.
God damn it!
You may strike
Millions
me
dead.
down, but the swamp will claim you still.
Why are you like this, Swamp?
Oh, swamp.
The
These
attrition
brothers.
table in Euro
Bastard.
Zero is so brutal. So vicious.
This is teaching me many valuable things about war, like don't use anything but mercenaries.
In all the computer games, attrition is this steady, slow burn expense you pay over the course of a war.
And you can make decisions that make it go
Here
up.
in
like
the board
invading
game,
certain
attrition just kind
territories.
of leaps up and snaps your neck the moment you aren't looking.
So you take 20. You lose 26 dudes.
Let me double check.
It's pretty incredible how attrition is more dangerous than the shock.
No, it looks like actually more like 34.
All right then.
So that division is just gone. And then I need to take 14 men off of this. So
Can your is this a multi-campaign for you, or is it just a regular attack?
that was a multi-campaign. I sent the division and the army in.
You could send this,
The limit is
defense
by
squad.
stacks, not by token. Two counters can go together and be one
Yes.
attack
Gotcha.
because they are a stack, making an aggressive move.
Well, what about a defense squad Super Eurus 3? Can they attack?
Weren't they in that fight?
No, they're up here.
No, they were not. I did not involve them. I didn't think of them being involved.
You could have
because
brought
of
them in.
I
Okay.
could have, but
During
I
the
didn't
nice
notice the
weather.
connection.
I mean, can they attack now? Is what I'm saying, or is that?
If you have
no,
a
no.
multi-campaign to spend, then yes. If
Oh
not,
wait, they do. I did. I just used the multi-campaign for these two
if
here. 'cause
on
I
this
thought I-
round you're using your multi-campaign, then yes, you could have Defense Squad Superiorist. Dive
then
in.
yes, I'm going to go in
with
there
the
and finish the
follow-up.
fucking fight.
Okay. Time to roll a 9 or 10. Let's do it.
All right. So you get your fire phase.
Well, we need to roll you a general, don't we?
Yeah, they're showing up with no general. They're just self-motivating their way in there.
So roll 1d4.
4.
Okay, that's the. Let's see here. Let's see which one that is. That is the 22221. It's basically exactly the same as the Hungarian Dave, actually.
Hungarian Dave is there in spirit. He taught them well.
Yeah. All right, so yeah, 7. That's 1 morale damage of no
All right,
actual
they're
damage.
on
though.
1 morale then because they're conscripts. So do I? Is it just even 1d10? Because there's no cavalry advantage this time because all of your cavalry are gone. Or no, I technically have cavalry advantage.
You have
because
any, and they have none, so that's
I
advantage.
have any,
so-
so I have cavalry advantage.
Go for it. Let's do it.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Yeah! Yeah, nothing happens. I did even better this fight because I did 1 morale.
Ah, it's a draw and I have to roll attrition again.
You do.
My evil strategy of what if I could just get more of these people to die?
Get murdered. Dice.
The mountain.
A single horse gets back to Carpathia.
This
No,
is
it
what
should
I'm
be
listening
two. It
to
should be
right
2
now.
horses, right?
It's 2 horses.
Yeah.
I think Dyron just learned, never listen to me when I suggest things. It doesn't work out for you.
Crumb advice is called that for a reason.
Ah, thanks, Steve.
It didn't work for me, and yet it doesn't have a huge impact on me, so I just find it funnier than
Hold
anything
on,
else.
I have a thing for this. There we go.
I can't wait for the turn to end, and now we have gotten to a point where we've stalemated.
I'm looking for that thing about, overwhelming stack wipes in the room.
I thought I
Yeah,
saw
like
it
I
in there.
feel like
There's a room for that somewhere.
I swear to God, that got
But
brought
what's
up.
the threshold?
there's one gun over there.
From the
Oh, no,
round
no,
is-
no. If it had been 1, I think you would have won. I think it's got to be 10 times the size. I think. If it had,
It's
so if it just
one
been
gun, but unfortunately, all your men walked in a very straight line.
them cannons.
They're scared of the black magic.
It
that
might have
came-
only been
black
8
powder.
times. I don't know. But either way, I don't think there were enough people in that small detachment to defeat the 2 people.
Yeah, I think 10 versus 2 is fine as far as like having to do an actual fight still.
Oh, by the way, in unrelated news, Sana, the Mad King is flipping off the Scots right now.
How dare he?
I know. He's mad.
Well, doesn't mean he has got to be an asshole.
He's Henry. He's kind of has to be by definition.
Yeah, it's... Well, let's see. Alright, in the case of an unbesieged fortress, yeah. If you have enough to besiege, yeah, you can detach units and continue moving past a siege fort. 10 times greater strength, and the enemy force cannot move into a fortress. Yeah, alright, it's 10x for stack wipe automatically while moving by.
Okay.
Alright.
So we've just basically beaten each other into a pulp, and nothing actually happened.
Alright. France
Sounds
doing
about
anything?
right.
No, we're done.
Passing turn?
Yep.
England.
Hello.
Well,
England is going
no,
to...
Scotland's got to stay in place.
Yes. England is going to have the Mad King move into where the Scots are. So I'm
God
starting that
damn
fight.
it.
Fight the
So-
mountain.
Well,
I am
I guess
fighting the
yeah.
mountain.
I guess you don't have to break the siege if you want to go fuck up Scotland.
Very dry mountain.
I don't think I get anything besides a D10 here.
Yeah. Well, hold on. Let's roll 1d4 real quick to see which general you get. It's the same guy as always. So
2 through 2.
I think we just roll a 1d10 on this. Right. Nope.
Is that fire?
Yeah, this is for fire, so I don't think anything happens. Let me double check. I take 5%. I lose a dude because you have a cannon.
Okay. So for shock +2, you're +3, right?
I have more than double your cavalry, yeah, so I'm rolling at a +3. And
Okay.
you're just rolling shock, which is 1d10.
4.
I think I do enough to kill you. Yeah, I
Ooh.
do 10%, and I've got 35. Or no, I got more than 35. So I've got
Scotland
9,
dies.
18, plus 32. Yeah, I got enough to kill 5 people.
Well,
I would do 4.6, and you've got like 5 guys.
Scotland's dead.
Okay. Hooray. All right, and next I need to make a roll because before I do all the siege, because I'm just doing it at once, Denmark is going to go back and grab their land attachments and bring them over the Highlands. So-
Try.
Shut up. So they go over
It's
and
fine.
back. It's the North Sea, but it's going to be at table 3 because it's 5 minus 3 because there's safe ports all around.
Yes.
So it's just a roll of 1d10 on table 3. Oop, I messed up the formula.
Yeah, with
Lord.
the +1 because you're going over and back again to do this.
Yeah, so they take 20%, whatever. They're going to take 20% of that, so I'm just going to take it off these dudes. 20% of that is 4. So 5. And then they have more than enough ships, even with that happening, to move them all over. Okay, so there's that. So these detachments come over and are going to be absorbed into this big old army and bring it back to max. Exactly maxed, actually. Plus a random horse. So there is a detachment of a horse over here.
Stains riding about the Highlands, raising a ruckus.
Pretty much. And that's it. Okay, so I need to roll 2 sieges now. The first one is going to be the same as it was before, so it's just because they had triple, they have more than double it, so it's +3.
Will this keep going until you
-3.
fucking beat Scotland, or do I have to declare peace?
We'll worry about that in a bit because it's you don't have to roll for Scotland. It's just me battering down the walls at this point. So
Okay,
here's
you're just-
the roll at the top. Okay. Hold on a sec.
That's breach.
That's a
That's
breach. That's a breach up there for the top people. So there's a breach up here where Kong is. And then the king actually has a +1 on the siege, so he rolls 1d10 +1. 3. I don't think anything happens.
You did such a bad job, Henry.
Whatever. There's nobody in there. What happens on a breach? Does it just count as 5 infantry then?
If you assault, then it's 5 infantry that you're fighting against.
That might happen. Next
Are you
turn.
declaring the assault?
Oh, can I do that right now?
You declare the assault immediately if you're taking advantage of the breach.
Sure, why not? So what do I roll on that? Is it just both on shocked tables?
So, breaches. Only infantry and artillery may participate in breach fights.
Okay.
And let me go ahead and get to
Sonny, you might actually have
the
to
right
roll if you're still there.
page.
Someone might have to roll for Son if Son has stepped away.
What's the modifier?
Well, we'll
Yeah,
find
so
out
the
here in a
assaults.
second.
Artillery and infantry may participate. The morale of the fortress is always equivalent to your tech at veteran.
Okay.
So there
that's
is 3 morale in there on the defense side. It is 20 times fort rating normally, 5 times fort rating in infantry for...
It's a level 1 fort.
Yeah, so it's 5 since the breach occurred. Otherwise, it would have been 20.
Mm-hmm.
If any units were
then-
sheltered in there, they don't get to participate in the fight, but they could absorb damage on behalf of the garrison.
So is it what do we do then? Is it just on a shock
So,
value?
first, there is a fire phase.
Oh, neat.
The defenders always get to roll on column A. Since the defender is medieval, you get to roll on column B. The attacker gets to roll on column B.
No, they're Renaissance.
Or, no, so, yeah, defender's Renaissance, you use column C for your fire. They use
Okay,
column
so-
A.
So I do 1d10 plus... They don't have it, so just 2, right? I guess. 5.
And someone gonna roll on behalf of the garrison.
They take a point's worth of damage. Thank you. Nothing happens from that.
They don't
So
get
the-
to spook you.
And then the garrison, and then we roll on shock, and this is plus. It's just gonna be +2 for me, and then you guys don't have anything. So, yeah, they're dead. That's more than enough damage to do it.
The defender gets column A, and you get the column B.
Yeah, but that's on a 7. That's gonna do it.
Yes, it will.
Yeah, they're dead.
Successful assault. The province is now occupied by Denmark.
In my name, though.
Yes. Let's go ahead and paint that.
Thank you. Thank
All
you.
right.
End of turn.
Check for end of phase.
Nope.
We continue. Check for weather is clear.
Oh,
For the
thank
second
God.
round in a row. Welcome to round 4, and the weather is nice. Spain, are you doing anything?
Hey, guess what? I've got a different,
Balboa.
Okay, so conquistadors can still explore like explorers can, right?
Yes,
Yes.
they just aren't intrinsically a boat.
Okay. Well,
So you need a boat.
I gave you I'm boats here as the mark you should be using for your squadron. That's
Okay,
boats.
okay, hold on a second. Let me go ahead and delete this then.
Two consecutive rounds of clear weather.
Incredible.
Wild. It's almost as if it's a coin flip.
In that case, Penzon actually needs to come back. And I need to drop off these boats to Balboa over here. Or rather, no.
You could split
Penzon's gonna come back.
some of the
Then he should
boats.
just go down and do it himself as well.
Yeah. Or yeah, Penzon should just explore on his own. You'll need to get more ships out here to shuffle those
Yes,
lights
I
around.
do.
How safe is it to explore on your own?
If you take more than 30% damage, your leader dies. So it's fine.
I think
It's fine. Just
you're
just
fine.
roll good.
if you have a +6, I think you're okay.
Just roll good and be strong.
Okay, so returning back as Penzon 6
It's crossing many 6s to get back to
Yes.
5
Cuba,
6
Puerto Rico.
zones to get back to. Or
Southern
not really
Atlantic.
though, because the last one will be reduced by Canarius. So 5 6s, 4 6s.
Okay. Which means +3, I think.
Or no, faster through Caribbean. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 6s, 3 6s.
Okay, so +2. Yeah, that's actually fine. +2, and it's not that bad because it's also still -5 from it being pins on, so it's -3.
Attrition on the sea is way safer than exploring, correct?
No worries. He's good. He'll return no problem.
A way to tell who has explored where. We're all keeping track of our discoveries separately on sheets. If they pass me copies of their exploration lists, I might occasionally like brandish them.
I'll
review.
link you mine at the end of the session.
Mine is very small. I'm not going to worry about
Some
that
kind of
just yet.
status update can happen.
Yeah. Okay. Now, if I were to, this is gonna sound weird. If I were to spend a multiple campaign, could I actually send pins on down now to do this as well?
This is not all rest of the world
shit.
movement is
Is simple.
Is
like,
simple.
It costs its own. Okay.
multi-campaign is only for fighting wars.
Okay, I've only explored twice. That's only a -20. Okay.
Okay.
I had a moment
In that
of,
case-
right, I'm supposed to be keeping track of this.
I'm actually gonna have to split Balboa. I'm gonna send Balboa over to the left and then pins on down next turn. All right. So that's next round. That's next round. All right, we got this. I think that's it for me though.
Are you
Because
sure you
guess
don't want to
who's not-
move Habsburg's one cannon out of the way?
Yeah. No, they're gonna stay where they are.
All right, Portugal then.
Okay, so Death Fleet 1500 has more than 10 boats.
But they also have a +2 from going through the Pacific
Yes.
Ocean, so you have to make a 7. If you're going to die, it needs to be an 8 through 10.
Yes. They can't just stay there. They have to make this roll.
They really do.
So here we go.
If it's an 8 through 10, they're all gone.
You're
We're
fine.
good.
You made it. You crossed the Grand Pacific not
Nice.
safely, but
We went across the Grand Pacific, and unlike the logical movement where you would just keep going, they decided to turn around
Went
and go
most
back.
of the way around the world, then turned around and went the rest of most of the way around the world. Again.
So that's a 5. That's just, it's 50%. When you're rolling on the 9 thing, it's very easy to find out how much you lose, actually.
yes, you lost 50%. Congratulations.
Yeah, I'm going to put them over here because...
They looked over in the ocean and they saw these weird penguins in the water and they didn't know what that was. They got spooked and came back.
Alright, who did I dump here? Cabral. Yes. Alright, perfectly normal boat is going to move to Malabar, which means on the God, I fucking hate this, and it's gonna be so good once I get this fucking trade post in cap, so that I don't have to fucking roll on the +8 every time I need to do anything. So this is rolling a D10 minus 5 because Dagama is a 6 mobility. Great. Okay. So that's 20%. That's not bad. No, yeah, that's right. And fun times ahead because guess who is getting off? Goya.
You gonna do the thing?
No.
What phase do you do the thing in?
It is in diplomacy. We will discuss the thing. Next
He's
diplomacy
doing the
phase.
thing.
I'm doing the thing. All right, so that was a 3, so that's 20% of these boats. So that's 2 boats. It's gonna be down to 9 and 3 transport. What was my roll on the way back? It was a 5, so 50% of these boats. And then combine these two fleets together. Oh, I'm done, by the way. Sorry.
Alright, so presence of a unit, though, tolerance check will have to happen over there.
That's fair. We all knew this was going to happen.
Yes. So let's see. For Malabar. Tolerance
Oh.
of 5.
Oh boy. This is a fleet plus.
Alright,
Now.
you're fine. Yeah, was roll under or over?
I think it's roll. You would know. Not me, actually.
I'm getting to the page about it. Let's see. Yeah, rest of the world. Attacked by military presence. On a roll under tolerance of the area, the natives attack.
Fun times ahead.
As in
Oh, no.
B1. So, yeah. The native attack table is occurring.
So
So-
Nubius is dead.
No,
Well,
there's
we'll
an army
see.
there.
So,
I've
you
literally
have-
I literally just dropped an army. It's
So-
a full ass army.
You have an A plus there, so plus 4.
You know, is that an A plus?
Is it plus or a minus? How much unit
let's-
is there?
Hold up, sorry.
Yeah, slide it out and
Move
take a
your
look.
people.
I'm seeing a minus on that.
That's a minus, yes.
All right. So there's an A minus for 2. You have that fort that was. Or no,
also,
that's a
I
level
should've-
1 trade
I
post. That's
should've-
not a.
I should have specified as well. Dagama is also getting off.
All right. So Malabar's population is 60. There's a minus 3 from that.
Yeah, that's.
So minus 3
Ooh,
plus 2
it's-
for that. Your maneuver value of your ranking general or conquistador.
Which would be 6.
All right. And it's just the army you've brought over. There aren't also any detachments on land.
There should not be. There's a conquistador, an explorer, I believe, here on. No, wait, what the fuck? Oh, that's my trade post. Right.
So looks like you have a
There's-
modifier of plus 5.
Pardon?
On the native attack roll that we're doing here.
What about?
2 for the army, 6 for Dagama, minus 3 for the size of the native population, and you only have the 1 trade post in the zone.
Yes, and it's a 2 trade post.
Yeah, it's at 2 points, but it is 1 trade post.
Yes.
So, table. 12 means 2 levels of loss and 50% unit losses.
So my trade post is just gone.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Difficulties in doing the thing. The thing may be postponed.
Full game, Philip.
It's
It did great.
it's a bit much.
Or wait though, looking back at the rules, only the military forces are attacked. There was no effect on the colony or trade post.
Oh, okay.
Never mind.
That makes more sense.
This is specifically a military skirmish, not an assault on your
That's
holding.
right. That's
All
right. That's right. Because there's something
Yes.
else that actually sparks. It's trying to colonize. If
Yeah.
you attempt to colonize, that's what causes that to occur.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's
I
the
remember I
other
read
thing
through this
later. Yes.
Ooh, okay, so what happens to me?
50% losses to that army.
Cool.
Big damage, still brutal, but the trade post is alive.
Millions dead,
Is that-
but your money keeps coming.
That's all that matters.
Hold up, I have to figure out what the fuck half my army is.
It's fair.
I'm marking this down as having 2 artillery
Mhm.
because they're going to get that at the start of the next, or 1 artillery because it's going to get that at the start of the next turn when I upgrade. Wait, that would have happened already, wouldn't it?
When did you go to Rentec?
This turn.
So you would have to buy the artillery. They will be part of new counters that you buy. But they don't. Those guys don't have cannon.
Oh, okay. Well, piss.
The infantry that you have won't polymorph into gun havers, just for having upgraded.
All right. Well, I took half damage. It was 15 and 3 cavalry, and I went down to 8 and 2 cavalry.
I mean, the only one with cavalry is Crumb over there.
Hey, how you doing?
Everyone else has cavalry.
Anything else?
Yeah, I realized that about a while ago, and I said I'm just gonna roll with it.
Any other moves, newbie?
That's all the moves I can make.
All right.
Just a quick question, Moon.
Mhm.
As soon as you're over your half fleet cost, it becomes a fleet plus.
Yes.
Okay. Noting what upkeep is for me, I am not combining these 2 fleets just yet.
Solid plan.
All right. Meanwhile, in the old world.
Oh God.
So, what's gonna happen here is another simple campaign. We're in Army 2 is coming down into Aleppo. Since the fort is under siege, Army 5 is free to advance past Aleppo into Syria. Yusuf and Karim will follow. Then Khaled and Eli are coming down off of the mountain. Or no. Khaled and Ammar are going to come down off the mountain to join in on Aleppo. Ibrahim is going to Aleppo. A3 also moves into Aleppo. Eli will just come up to the border, as will Mustafa. Saleh can come up the mountain. Ismail has finally gotten past Constantinople. He's very late for the war. He's sorry. He's doing his best. My strongest Pasha, who was trapped beyond the swamp for 1,000 years. It's fine. He does what he can. And so that's 2 sieges that are going to happen now. Round 2 of Siege of Aleppo, where I now have that 1 from, hey, this is a... What was this? Forgot to label it when I dropped it in there.
I think
It's a
it was
minus. This is a minus. You can actually see it.
I
You did
just
label
put
it.
that minus there just now
Okay.
out of thinking that was it.
Yes. Okay.
It's gonna dive back down the timeline here. Yeah, 6 on the old siege roll, that was a minus. Okay, so. Siege of Aleppo at +3 from that. 12. Meaning Honors of War.
Yeah, I think you
Yeah,
can
it's
just let
better
them
than a
leave.
breach.
So,
Aleppo
the
was
owner
like,
of the
"Can we
fort
just-"
may choose to surrender in exchange for being allowed to evacuate the garrison and move it somewhere else.
Yeah.
Which
no,
I think
I'll take
also,
that.
you'll take that? Alright, so let's see exactly what that is worth for the fort level stuff.
That's just 1 or 2 infantry.
It's anything at all. He's desperate.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Steve and Bob look over the walls and like, fuck it, we quit.
Yeah, just get over here to honors. If the besieger accepts, the city is captured, the besieged city. A detachment with a number of conscript infantry equal to the level of the fortress on the closest friendly unbesieged city, together with any surviving besieged units. So yeah, 1 infantry can be added to your mountain team there.
Hooray!
And that is now occupied. And I'll have to spend a strength in order to garrison that. It is noted.
Oop, I'll take the one. I forgot to do that myself. Thank you.
And now a fresh siege at +2 over in Damascus. No progress. That's the turn.
Venice?
Venice, how you doing?
Right. So Mamluks are going to just continue to stay on the mountain and pray that you're going to be going for a completionist run and the mountain kills you. And Hungarians, what do you even have anymore? I forget how devastating your losses were. Okay, you have 18. Wait, hang on. The army has 18 men. Fuck it. I'm just kicking over the door and taking it. Wait, no, 2.
You have the how many survived in the defense squad? Just the one?
Just the one. I am exactly 1 short of an instant victory.
You may as well sweep it in there though.
Yes.
Go for it.
Heh. Fire phase. I'm gonna roll a 9 or a 10 here, and you're gonna lose immediately.
Here we go.
Go ahead.
Oh no! Oh no! Own goal!
Sour Brandon shoots himself in the foot trying to show off.
Own goal!
Well, hold on. It's not over yet.
No, is there anything unique for rolling a 1 on your fire roll, or just nothing? happened?
No, just a lack of damage.
Okay.
Yeah, that can happen.
I swear to
Yeah!
God and all of his angels.
Also nothing.
Rattling sabers angrily over.
Congratulations, though. This was an attack that did absolutely nothing. You could not destroy my cannons, but you still have to retreat.
I hate video games.
I love video games.
I'm pretty sure you should love video games because otherwise.
No,
this
you
would
know I
continue to
hate
happen.
board games. I love video games.
There we go.
Also, I'm pretty sure we're rolling on column 5 for this. I think nothing happens on the attrition for once.
7. Column 7.
Column 7. 10%.
Land is
Fine.
always
I'll
at
take that.
7.
I'll take that.
You lost another horse or 2.
10%, 1.9, 2 horses.
Amazing.
The joy of land warfare.
I love it. It's the best. This is the best thing.
This is kind of hysterical.
I mean, I am half of Austria-Hungary right now. We do know how that went in a couple 100 years.
All right. Menace is done.
Mm-hmm.
France. Just relaxing, or
Do I don't declare peace in this phase, right? Because I'm
No.
basically done.
You can't.
peace negotiations happen in peace phase?
Scotland can't really do anything either, right?
They
So
are out
this-
of people.
Scotland
That
is
gets
out
to
of
go
bodies
away.
and France is out of objectives.
Yeah, pass.
All right, you don't have to do anything. England.
Okay. Denmark's moving up here. I am shuffling 5 units. I'm not actually showing it, but I'm shuffling 5 units over to my army to the left. So now I'm rolling 3 siege values on each place. Okay.
All right.
Wow, a whole bunch of nothing on those, but I get a plus on the top one, I believe.
Yeah, 7 is a plus.
So I will make that thing, and that is it for me.
Can the combat phase please end?
No, I want
phase
to.
will
I
not
want to
end.
win.
And test
I
4, end of phase. Phase continues into round 5. Test for weather. Weather is clear.
3 times in a row. That's fucked up.
Brutal. Spain, what
All
are you
right, well-
doing?
I am doing 2 things. I have made the decision, actually. So I'm gonna send Balboa out this way, alongside my boats, and the last of the chicos de Balboa is what I'm gonna call them. I guess again. Boa dos. That's a second contingent that's gonna be going over that way. So Balboa's going over there. He's got maneuverability 4, and he's going to be going all the way back as well, which I think means crossing 4 6s. Well, 3 6s actually. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, -3. All right, this is going out at -1 to get back over here. Oh, that's no good.
The weather is clear. We're all
That's
having
real
a
bad.
wonderful time in the clear weather.
Okay.
So how you doing, boat-wise?
7 on a 9. 70%. I think
Wait, on
that
a
does leave me with
9?
1 boat left. Because that's 4 boats there.
Yeah, that only rounds up to 3 damage
Yeah. All
on
right.
your 4 boats.
Is that an F plus or whatever it is?
No,
That's a
Okay.
detachment.
that's a detachment.
It's a
No,
very
no, no,
small
no, no. I
number
mean,
of boats.
it's a super failure where you have to roll to see if your person dies.
That's not exploration. This is regular attrition. He already
Oh,
has
okay.
regular
Regular
attrition.
Explorers can only die during exploration.
Okay, good.
Or, if all of your fucking boats get destroyed during exploration.
We're good. We're
Okay.
fine. Everything's fine.
Yeah, 1 turn for me. Yeah, okay. So that's exactly the amount that I could carry with me anyway. All right, they did land though. They are fine. They managed to make it over here.
Someone
I have
got
a
there.
conquistador over. Yeah. Congratulations, everybody. Now Pinzon, you're going for it. You're going the distance.
Time.
You will chart Cape Horn.
You must triumph where Columbo failed.
Exactly. You're doing it by yourself. It's a bit scary, but that's okay.
What is he again?
You save receive. He's a 5-2-3 explorer.
Oh my
1,
god.
2, 4. I believe it's
So if you roll, well, not roll, but if you get a result of 3 or more, he's just dead. Do not
8.
pass go.
2. It's additional. All right, it's actually just a D10.
Yeah. I want to believe. I want to see it.
I mean, yeah, I want to see the kind of thing. Do not pass go.
So close.
Yeah. Benzon, rest in peace. He's also been impaled upon the horn, yes.
How many?
You
is
gotta
it?
give him the horns.
Hey, newbie, why do you send your exploration feats with like 15 boats? Oh, I don't know.
Newbie, I don't have any more boats.
And yeah, Habsburg remains very depleted.
Oh yeah, I think that war's pretty
Oh
much
yeah,
over
no,
at
they're
this
saying.
point.
I'm done. I'm done.
So, Portugal.
That's why I buy like a fleet minus at the beginning of each round.
Portugal?
Newbie, I did that.
Wait, doesn't Doc? He's in like 2 zones now. He has to roll for fucking natives.
Yes, he does. Those
I guess
tolerance
honestly, yeah.
checks.
It's just versus 1 though. We're good.
Oh, wait,
Nothing happens.
don't you have a detachment in 2 different zones over there?
Yes.
But it's a null tolerance zone.
Ah, okay.
So tolerance 1.
It's fine.
The question is, do I think that what combat turn are we on?
5?
5.
Okay, so next turn you need to roll 6 or more for it to continue.
Yes.
Go for it, newbie. I believe in you.
It's just this is a 50-50. Literally, the thing is, do I send them back on the boat so I don't get a native attack again, and then drop them off next turn, or do I think it's going to end this turn?
I think it's a die roll either way.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Moon? This is actually very important. And I'm going to be really mad at myself, but I'll take the hit, whatever, fuck it. All right, so treat this as a natives attack event. What the fuck does that mean?
That's the table immediately above.
No. The move.
Oh, when you do the move?
Yeah, it says treat this as a natives attack event.
Alright, so that's when event attack. Yeah, so that's when what will happen when that happens is the local populace forms a unit with the strength of their population and keeps smashing itself into you until they run out of people or they kick you off.
All right, so a question on that. Can I have them on the boat and then drop them, or does that happen immediately?
At the
That's
end
what
of
I'm- does it
every
happen in
round,
combat?
so you would have a chance to move units in on your turn before
Everybody
that
on the
starts
boat!
resolving. All right.
Everybody on the boat. We're living on the boat for a bit.
New plan. Evacuate. Do over.
Wait, I'm on your stream. Hold on. Here we go. We live on the boat for a turn. We will return. We've learned our lesson. We're surely not going to be doing
I'm sorry.
anything.
I'm sorry. That was a mistake. That was a misunderstanding.
I'm trying to fix it.
For those who don't know, the way that the event that occurs there works is that I have to make them roll higher. And Moon rolled a 7, and I lost 50%.
It's fine. It's fine. Are we moving along here?
Yeah, that's my whole turn. They live on the boat for a few years. They get supplies from the port. They land in the port, they get supplies, they're fine. They live on the boat.
They just are there.
Okay,
In
we're
waiting.
good. Yeah, that's the end of my turn.
All right then.
Actually, just one other thing. It's very go ahead. I'm just gonna move the free conquistador onto perfectly normal boat. Actually, wait. He's gonna move on the perfect normal boat, and I'm actually gonna move perfectly normal boat back to the mainland. Like to Portugal. Which means I need to make a piss. I left him there. I'll fix it later. That's gonna be a /roll D10 on the 8 table with a +1. He is he was a 1? Oh wait, I did move him there. There he is. He's
All right.
the 1 generic.
Oh,
You're on
no,
round
no.
5. The weather is good. It's time to do a thing. Barbatriste is going to sea lift Army 1 and Chef into Alexandria.
They're over in not Alexandria.
This is my attrition roll, just throwing it out there. Okay, 3.
You're fine.
3 on the 8 table. It's not that bad.
Anti-mummy
be-
squad. Get them.
They're not designed for the living.
A column 3 roll
Did
At-
already win?
minus
Oh,
3.
they're about to.
Yeah, -3.
Fleet's fine. Chef has landed in Alexandria, and now many sieges are to be pursued. Well, it's
2.
just the 2 now, because the first one succeeded so well. Damascus! Round 2 at Damascus. So that'll be +2 right now, because no progress exists yet. And the usual factors are in play. Hi. We have fun here at Automania. We do a lot with a
Is
little...
that a breach?
That's a breach.
Oh boy.
Now, let me just grab this token and repurpose it to 1 breach. Except also, yeah, I'm assaulting the damn fort.
Of course you are.
Of course you are.
Of course we're storming this thing, especially since I have the tech up on them. So, assault fire phase. Let me get back to the relevant rules to be certain of all things. Yeah, so it's 2 morale in there for the garrison is always veteran. And they are medieval still. Yes, I get to use column B since the defender is medieval. And fire phase, there is no general defending this garrison. And right, Angus died.
Angus is dead.
Angus is
Right,
dead.
I
That
shot
still
Angus.
happened. Angus is dead, so
Can't believe Angus is.
Yusuf assumes command with his 1-0.
So
Of this
nothing on the
assault.
first roll.
Good luck, Yusuf. Well, 1 on the fire.
Yeah. That's something.
Mm-hmm. 20% damage to the garrison. So there are 3 infantry left in there to withstand the big neutral.
How many guys do you have?
30 infantry, which
Jesus
actually, yeah,
Christ.
45 infantry. The Pashas, I think, are allowed to participate in the siege,
Sure.
in the
am I
assault as
rolling
well.
just neutral here, or?
So defender is rolling on column A, and I'm using column B on the attack.
And no modifiers on my end, or?
Nope. You're dead.
Yes. Damascus
That's-
has fallen.
Damascus
At
has
no
fallen and it can't
damage.
get up.
Good job, Yusuf. You're alright.
So, did you just take 2 capitals in 1 turn? Easily?
2 city. The other capital is
2 city.
Cairo. Cairo still stands.
All right.
Alexandria is might as well be a capital, but
Hey, Loon, one last mechanical question just so I can know what I need to do things. If you are passing by a landmark, can you, like, if you are making a movement and you are passing by a place where a unit is, can you grab that unit on the way, or do you have to stop and then make another movement check?
I think you would have to be. Well, I just did that with Chef, so that's definitely.
I think we've been saying you can just pick them up.
Yeah. It's the fleet is making a movement of getting there and then also going to the destination in one big swoop.
Just want to know for.
That's how I've been doing it, so that's how we will do it. And Siege of Alexandria. Starting off at +2. Yes, I don't think Alexandria has extra fortifications. No, just a
Nope.
basic board.
Lord.
And Barbatry stays holding it under blockade. Nothing yet. This is our normal siege doctrine at this point. You just kind of give them a moment, and then you go in there. All right,
you
Is
see
that-
if they have a will to live.
Is that it for you?
that's Ottoman turn 5. Well, round 5.
So
Venice.
same deal. I'm throwing the Hungarian army at the Austrians and praying something happens this time.
Oh my god.
Okay. I'm gonna do a thing of rolling a 10 or 9. All right, it was only an 8, which is not enough. It's only 1 morale, but hey,
That's still something for you.
I could
Sure.
roll really good on the shock, even though I literally only have a couple cannons.
So let's
And-
roll on the shock table, and oh my god, finally a real number.
Ah! All right, there we go. They're destroyed. You
Austrian army
succeeded.
defeated.
After 10,000
Finally.
years.
Hungarians
with the
now are in Erbland.
The stack wiped also means that Sour Brandon is very likely dead.
Rolling at -5 on
Oh, I do
life
need
or
to-
death of a general.
So I would just roll neutral,
1d10 +5.
and he's fine.
Ooh.
Brandon
That's-
lives in shame.
Okay.
Nice.
So initiate siege?
Sure.
Or-
Yeah.
All right.
That's a level 2 fort on clear terrain.
So modifier on that.
So -2 since you don't have any artillery.
Roll one. Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah,
7.
that's a plus, I believe.
That's a plus.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be really fun when I eventually actually start taking part in combat.
You're doing plenty of stuff.
And then no. But then like everybody else understands combat. I've done 0 combat, so
You've been fighting the elements. You're about to invoke a sizable combat on yourself when you do
I
the
know.
move.
Is
I
Venice
know.
complete?
Yeah, that's all I can do.
Pass.
France?
France
passes.
passes. England.
Yahtzee. That's the surrender thing for the top force here.
Yeah, honors of war offered at Hebrides.
They can
There's
go
no unit
elsewhere.
in there, so that's just a breach then.
No, there's one infantry unit in there.
There's the
I thought-
garrison that's innately
Yeah.
there
yeah.
that can surrender if they so choose. Otherwise, it's a breach.
Sana?
What?
France said it passed.
No. Well, no, they're in charge of it.
Oh, right.
Do you want that one
Do you want
unit
a
to
single
go?
infantry to pop out of this fort? Well, actually, there's nowhere it can go.
Go get him.
There's nowhere it
Charge.
can go. Everywhere is occupied.
Breach confirmed.
Breach
up.
confirmed.
All right, I will do the assault then. So let's see here. I've got 19 versus 5. So that's 1d10 plus 2.
You don't have any artillery.
Yes,
so-
I do.
No, I mean, Sana, one infantryman doesn't have artillery.
Yeah,
so-
he doesn't
I
have
might
a
actually do some damage.
Did you do a single morale point? Because it's
We're
probably enough to.
fighting-
Well, no, you
fighting
have a lot of morale. You actually have
5
considered to have 3.
veteran infantry.
They
in the
take
remains of a
30% of. They take 2 damage from that.
Does that survive them?
Well, then we do the shock value. So roll a 1d10. You're dead. I'm sorry, you're dead.
You
7.
So I'll take, I think, 1 back in return. Yeah, 1 in
Fucking
return.
one guy pops out and just starts cutting through your one guy. But
I will
still.
say, no, I can't take it off the cavalry. Dang it. But there was that. All right, that means the top 2 are taken, and that's a major breach on the capital. So I'll just move this down to the capital.
done got broached.
Not a breach. It's the major. It's a plus.
Yeah,
Okay.
Go ahead and mark these yourself as you do these, since it'll be. You can have your default color as your country.
Yeah. Okay.
That'll keep
Well,
things convenient.
that's it for my turn. Come on,
Test.
6 or higher.
End of phase. Phase
Dang.
ends.
That's all right.
God.
We're free.
Well, we gotta do peace.
Well, we got to
Peace
do
occurs.
redeployment. During first transportation of gold, looting. I'm
Right,
looting
okay.
Alexandria.
I'll be looting.
Who would
Can
loot
miners
Alexandria?
loot? Like, can a minor country loot another one?
Yes.
Does it go to me?
I believe
I
that's
can't imagine
yeah.
why
You
you
can
would.
looting can happen and go to controller.
Hell yes.
Oh yes, then absolutely
So,
on Hungary.
Rhodes is no longer looted. It's everywhere with a
Moving- Sorry, never mind. This has to do with war. I just noticed naval unit returns to port.
yeah. We
that's
get to
not-
that.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. So Milan is at looted minus. Anywhere that occupying forces are deciding to loot, you may loot.
We're not gonna loot my own. I didn't. They're mine now.
No, but I will absolutely have Hungary pillage the area for their trouble. How much money does that get me?
Tax value of the province.
Oh, man. I gotta do taxes now. Shit. What's the easy part of the round, but I don't have to do anything.
Erblend.
Wait, hold on. That didn't go right. There we go. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay. These guys move into here. Actually, no, they have to retreat back to here. and that army takes some losses.
Attacks of pirates or privateers. The Barabys get to do their thing now.
All right.
Gulf of Lion is going to be a shootout.
Yeah, I guess also my own will be doing the same.
Who are you attacking?
Yours have to be at war with someone in order to privateer. The
Damn.
Knights and the Barabys specifically get to attack without war by special rules.
Dang.
There's
okay. Fine.
there's only one of the major countries that can attack with pirates, and that's me with certain generals or admirals.
Wait, as an aside, I'm sorry. Doc, what pirates do you control?
The Saber of Shebeck down in the Gulf of Leon. A lion.
Okay.
Yeah, the exceptions are Rule 10.1, 11.5, and 13.6. Which are, I believe, the Sea Hounds, the Barabee Pirates, and, well, the Knights, the Barabee Pirates, and the Sea Hounds, I think exactly are what those 3 rules are, probably. Anyway, so each of those gets to choose a fleet that it's going to target. So let's start with, the little guys are going to go after Genoa first. So a minus...
You should definitely just fuck up the Netherlands fleets too. I recommend
Absolutely.
that.
Probably.
Okay, I'm glad we're on the same page there.
I think everybody's on the same page as fuck up the Netherlands.
I mean, I know one person who isn't.
So
One
for,
person here has to, be them later on.
this is going to be D10 -1s for the little guys and -2s for Algeria. So attacking
Yeah.
Genoa, that
I should've
deals
made
6
6
levels of losses. Genoa's fleet is reduced to 0 strength. It can regenerate passively as an NPC fleet. So I'm just going to leave the token there at 0. It's very dead, though. And yeah, that was 3 damage I dealt. I get money out of this in pillage. $2 per trade fleet that is damaged. So Tripoli will go after the Netherlands now. Same roll. Netherlands trade fleet is suppressed. Tunisia is going to attack the Spanish trade fleet in this area.
Motherfucker!
Sounds like someone needs insurance.
Yes, someone.
These things can happen any time of day. The Spanish trade fleet has been reduced. So damage taken from pirates, you can replace it by taking fleet placement actions that you don't need to roll for.
Oh, you still have to spend the money to them,
You
though?
spend the money, but it auto-succeeds to repair pirate damage. So I'm going to leave that 2 there to note that you have 2 fleets, but they've just been pirated up a bunch.
Okay. Motherfucker.
And attacking the French trade fleet, Algeria. Goodbye.
Does anything happen?
You're gonna lose some. You're gonna miss out on that very small amount of income.
The Gulf of Lion has no trade this year.
Pirate
It's
season.
just gone.
So I just lose
Barely
that
trade.
vote, huh?
Yeah, you're just down a point of trade.
Temporarily lost it.
Alright. I'll just shuffle this off to the side or something.
Leave it there because it's a placeholder.
Alright.
It's easier to replace that fleet because the commerce is there. It's just bleeding severely due to pirates. So that'll be $16 that I am earning from pirate attacks. Crediting of gold. Newbie, you can note the income from your free overland Africa gold. Your special
Already
magic
did.
gold.
A weird gold that just appears. Y'all should invest in like teleporters. They're really good. It only works on gold though. I can't send people through.
Yeah.
We're working on it.
Extension of revolts. There are no active revolts right now. Siege retreat. So Chef actually, once again, has been caught not being able to keep a foothold. Chef needs to boat home.
I already rolled mine. Wait, no, that's... That's the third one. I'm good. Sorry. Because I had to move my people back to England.
Chef has to transport back to Rhodes. Do attrition. Chef is fine.
Good work, Chef.
Next time, Chef. Arbitrary State returns to port. All well and good. Yes, all well and good. All that nice tepid water. And yeah, this is all occupied. None of those troops need to move back. We just burned Alexandria and backed off.
You know, like you do.
Like you do. Ships that have to return to port.
You wouldn't be the first, right?
There's no boats just lurking out on open water. Everything is in a harbor.
Oh, no, hold on. Well, I do need to have one go back, and that's what
Depends
actually
on.
that 2 + 3 is 5 roll is. That's
You
for
don't
Denmark
have
to go
a
back.
yeah. You don't
So
have
that-
any
that-
post there yet. So Iskandra depends on has to retreat.
Okay, so
The soldiers can stay there, but the boat
will
has to go
be
home.
destroyed. Is what's going to happen.
it's going
trust
to
me.
be devoured by the ocean. Yes, but formalize
I think
it.
it's actually impossible for her to not get devoured by the ocean. Is the funny thing.
You can roll low enough.
No, I don't think I can. I think there's too many bonuses to it that are.
Hungary
How
has a
many
U
boats
plus.
are
They can maintain their siege.
This needs to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Back into this. Yeah, what? It would need to cross to 4 to the sea, Canary Islands. That's at least a +3 by default. That makes it impossible to not lose anything. There's only one transport there. It's destroyed. It is
And I
actually
guess-
impossible for it to not go back and stay safe.
I suppose
It's
as well that
weird.
means that the privateers go home between rounds since they weren't hassled.
Probably.
Yes.
Is
Yeah,
it
actually-
possible to destroy the privateers?
Yeah, you
Yes.
can during all your combat rounds you can have fleets go suppress them, kind of like revolts.
And are they gone for good, or they just come back?
No, the Barraby pirates will grow back when destroyed every turn.
There's a whole thing for dealing with privateers. at
Until
another table.
somebody annexes these countries, which maybe I'll get around to doing if it becomes diplomatically favorable to shut down the piracy. Think about it.
See, I'm in this weird place where it's like I think I could probably have a better fleet than Lou.
They can't leave the
than
Mediterranean,
pirates.
though. So
I'm safe.
you are entirely safe. This is only a Spain and France and Venice problem, and someone bought insurance.
I'm safe until I vassalize Goya, or not Goya, Genoa, and then it's my problem.
Genoa.
Look, country names are hard. Please don't make fun of me.
Genovese. How do you like that better?
Moving along.
All right, welcome to peace phase. No monarchs are getting executed this turn.
Thank God.
Who wants to spend on stability? I know I do.
Good.
I'm
actually.
already too stable.
I believe I'm also 3 stability.
That's not stability. That's for my peace. I'm excited and I rolled ahead.
I need to improve my stability.
It is 50 to try because it is an investment.
I look at
Well,
it.
no, it's an investment as in 30, 50, 100, I think.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a 50.
I scroll down to the table. How bad
Plus
can?
one.
Oh no.
Brutal. No improvement.
Stability, improvement, -50. Ugh. Alright, 1d10 +1. +1 plus my, what is it for my?
I believe
ruler?
it's admin. It's for your ruler.
So, but +7, okay.
I hold on. I don't know for certain, but I think that's accurate. It's like just investment.
It's plus admin and monarch. It's a +2 for
10.
medium, +5 for strong.
Do I
Oh,
get a
+2 for
stability?
medium.
Crumb, did you include in yours that you are the victim of a declaration of war and didn't do any dishonor?
That's not stability. That was me for peace.
Oh, well, all right.
I rolled ahead. My apologies.
Well, I'm just gonna make this. I'm just.
I
Gonna
don't need a
spend
stability
30.
improvement. I'm okay. Because I'm declaring peace this turn and I'll get +1 stability from it.
That's only for
11 to
majors.
14. What's the admin of your ruler, Sana?
6.
Okay, you're actually good because you're supposed to add an additional +1. I told you wrong. Medium is actually a +2, which means yes, you got 1 stability out of that.
Yay.
So
It is possible to try this and lose stability if you have a completely awful monarch.
So,
Just
peace
'cause I'm
with minor
seeing it,
countries.
and I want to know for future reference, what's the +1 surviving?
Survival roll.
Okay, for your
The
monarch.
monarch
yes.
is more likely to die when you are at low stability.
That makes sense.
So, peace with minor countries. I'll leave this one off just because I've been doing the math in the background on this. I'm going for a level 5 peace, which is unconditional surrender. So I have a -10 to this check. I'm rolling a 1d10 -10, but I'm getting bonuses. +3 per province lost by the minor. I got 2 of them, so that's +6.
Mm-hmm.
+2 per major battle won by the player. I did win a major battle where I completely crushed their army that had a general because they were forced to have a general. And then 2 more minor victories where I won. So that's another +4 to get to +10. And then I won 2. I should have been a +12. My apologies. So I won 2 sieges. So it would have been a +12. So +12 -10 is +2. I rolled an 8 +2 is a 10. I needed at least a 5. So I've achieved my peace.
All right.
My unconditional
so
peace
what are you
is
doing?
I'm taking the bottom 2 provinces. These 2, because I can just pick which 2 I want on an unconditional. I'm taking Solvay and Tyne? Sure, let's go with that. And I would take a third, but instead I'm going to take a subsidy, or not, yeah. I'm going to take war indemnities from them of 150 ducats. So that's it for me.
Yeah,
I'm
it worked
gonna-
out for you.
I'm going to contemplate a peace proposal against the Mamelukes. Let me take a look at the math myself there.
While you do that, can I declare a peace proposal against the Habsburgs?
Yeah, if you've got the math out, go for it.
Well, I don't have the math figured out, but I want a level 1 conditional piece. I want to keep Milan. Let's see here.
All right, so the modifier is 3 per province lost.
Time to make peace with Marmaduke.
You got the page 46
Plus-
is where the relevant table lives.
Yeah, and then +1 for siege won by the player. So that's +4 so far.
When I just charged into Milan and kicked the Habsburgs' ass, was that a major battle?
That was the previous turn.
No. Oh, that was the previous turn. Holy
You're getting
shit.
to carry over 1 point of modifier from how the war went last turn.
Okay, I want to
Oh,
bring
true.
the +2 then.
Okay.
So +2 +1.
So it's plus. You need to roll not a 1.
Yeah, I have a +3 basically.
Yeah, and you got to get a 5 or above.
All right. Let me make sure. Yeah, just siege and then the battle. Did I win any battles this turn?
Yes. You,
Okay, so
you
actually-
won that siege, and
You, so,
Okay,
that
so
totally
yeah.
counts.
So I guess I get a +4 then actually.
Yeah, you literally. Yeah, I think you're fine.
8.
All right, there you go. I think that's a
Yeah,
success, and
you
you
get
have
Milan.
you get Milan.
Do I also get a stability?
You're not
No.
losing.
You're
stability.
making peace with minor countries.
Okay. Well, Milan's mine.
For
You
me,
did get a stability from your investment early.
That's good enough. So that means I got.
You're also probably gonna be- You're probably also going to be getting a stability from 2
Milan.
consecutive turns of improved.
So, the
Yeah.
opening battle there, that was a major battle. When everybody smashed into the Mamluk army and they took
Mhm.
outlandish damage.
Mhm.
Yeah, you've already got what, like a +10 at this point?
That's another 2 there. 2 for the sieges. No heresy involved.
Oh, I was supposed to take a -2 because France is Protestant. It's
You're still over. You're still over
You
a
would
5.
still
You're
get
okay.
it.
Alright, so I'm sitting at +10. I am willing to put out right now the offer of a level 3 piece, which would be a -6 against that, so a +4. All right. A treaty is signed. I will be taking 2 provinces from the occupied provinces. One of my choice and one of the defender's choice.
Well,
Of the 2 occupied provinces, I am taking Aleppo and Syria. Well, I am saying I'm taking Syria. You may now choose from Aleppo or Aleppo or Aleppo as to what I'm taking.
Aleppo.
Wise decision.
I don't know about that one.
you are now acquired. You now possess Aleppo pepper.
Are you stealing from Hungary or Venice?
No, the Mamelukes.
This is Ottomans v. Mamelukes.
Is there the possibility of Hungary and the Habsburgs making peace?
You could try to roll for it if you want to set a level of demand and work out the modifier.
I don't think I really get to do that, but
You really don't have a, you have a lot
Both
of
sides get
negatives
to
here.
try.
You
Like,
have
the
a lot
level
of
of demand is
negatives
just a modifier to the roll.
Did you win any fight as Habsburg?
the Habsburgs
No.
actually did win a couple fights.
No,
yes.
you had technical victories. It's just they all
You had a
came
bunch
on
of
a-
draws, not
You
victories.
had a lot of
No, no,
Pyrrhic
no.
victories.
One of them
Cool.
did come from an actual success in which I defeated your morale. That did happen. I got
no,
it.
that-
Oh,
that
yeah,
was- that
you
was
made someone
the
row.
first time the swamp ate my horses was an actual victory. On
Yeah,
the
you
Habsburg
didn't-
side. I just also killed 80% of his army at the same time.
You didn't win that. The Swamp won that, but we'll give it to you.
All right, so all right. Province lost, none. Province lost by the player because, technically speaking, you didn't ever succeed in that. You didn't succeed in that siege yet. So
All
major
right.
battle
So,
1 plus 2.
my units immediately repatriate to friendly territory
-2.
without attrition.
-1.
All my pashas have to be like thrown back into the pile and rejumbled in response to what's going on. So I'm just gonna dump them in the sea for the moment, and I'll get to that.
Okay. I actually have exactly a +0, I think. Unless what? So Hungary. What religion do you count as? Because they're
Catholic.
They are Catholic.
all right. Yeah.
Orthodox, technically, I believe.
They're
Yes,
they're
but
Orthodox tech group.
And
They are
Orthodox
Catholic
Catholic
religion.
Catholic religion, right? That was the weird rule that threw me off.
Okay. That means that yes, I'm actually just at a +0 to try and form any form of peace. Okay.
White piece?
White peace. Which I don't know exactly when you need to roll to hit that.
We're jumping on the
Just
way
a 5.
base.
You need a 5 or above.
All right, let's go.
We're not going to go into turn.
Actually, it's a
4
level
tomorrow.
0, so you actually have a +2 on this.
Okay.
Because
Plus
that
2.
is what white piece is.
In that case, I have actually succeeded in trying to enforce white peace.
Both sides look at the literal sea of bodies and go, you know what, Mulligan?
Let's just
Check it,
stop
yeah.
for a bit. You
Because
know,
it's a 0, so it should be plus, I think? I don't know.
am I the first country to get a territory?
No. You got it at the same time as Loon did.
Wait, hold on.
Actually, Loon got Rhodes last turn.
Yes.
Yeah.
Loon got reversed.
How many battles did you lose?
Me?
No, Doc.
Technically speaking, only one. They were all draws up to that
No,
point.
wait, hold on.
I also
This is-
only
I'm
won
putting
one.
this on the wrong layer. GM layer.
It was a
There we go.
-1 additionally though because they killed you killed. No wait, Tsar Brandon survived. That's right. So yeah, there was a +1. Tsar Brandon technically survived just alone by himself.
Fair. So, yeah, I think we're okay then. It would be barely a success, but it's over.
Yes.
So, all wars are finished?
Yeah,
I
sure. let's go with
believe
that.
so.
There is peace in the world.
After the 15 years of blood rain and, Central Europe just falling apart with, a higher body count than the 30 Years' War will.
Hey, I feel great up here. I don't know about you guys.
I come back from the Pacific Ocean, just like, what happened?
things happen.
Things.
It's the bit with the community where the people walking in
Is
the
France
boxes
Protestant
just,
now?
"Ah!"
What the fuck?
What the fuck is a Protestant?
The
Oh,
Archie's
you did what
still
to the Pope?
Catholic.
A baby
did
walked
what?
up to the Pope and said, "Yo, your shit sucks," and then everyone thought, "Yeah,
And half of Europe
that
listened
baby
for
has
some
good
reason.
idea."
A 12-year-old said what to the Pope?
Here's 93 reasons why the church sucks.
The
In
last
summation,
two ones are his middle
Catholicism
fingers.
is a land of contrasts.
God.
I hope you enjoyed my my complaints as much as I enjoyed writing them.
You probably didn't. I fucking hate the church.
Okay, stability improvements from wars ending. None of the majors fought, but I was
Yes.
declared war against by a minor via an event, and it's peace, so I get a +1
All
stability
right,
from
yeah,
that.
you do get that point then. Yes.
Yeah.
Brings us to interface.
It does.
Brings us to interface. Prosperity. Has anyone's income increased for 2 consecutive turns?
Yo.
Oh,
Mine.
yes, actually. Wait, let me check.
Mine as well, but I can't go
okay.
above 3 stability. So
Actually, on that, what column on my taxes here is that?
Gross income, the big one.
Okay.
Actually, yes,
I have
I
increased
do.
2 phases in a row.
2 consecutive turns I have, yes.
Not even close.
Also,
yeah,
no.
I have as well, but
So
again,
it is
Has
not
anyone's
gonna
income declined for 2 consecutive turns?
Nope.
So do I just get +1 income or stability?
Yep, you get a free stability for that.
Oh,
I
thank
get
God
a-
I'm in 1. Holy
Eight
shit.
Stability.
Do I get a bonus for doing it at 3 stability?
No.
I need
Trade
money.
center displacement. None of the trade centers are going to move.
Yep.
When do we repopulate the miners?
Remember when I had
That's
17
next
income?
turn.
Okay.
Placement and removal of military leaders. Any leaders who die here in turn 3 are going away. Any leaders who...
What about good until?
Hey, Loon, question.
Yeah.
If I get an increase on my net stuff next turn, does that count as 2 consecutive turns?
No, that's next
it's
On
the last,
that
it's-
turn?
Yeah. Like if at the end of turn 5 I had more money.
At the end of turn
It's
4,
going to
you
look
mean.
at the last 2 turns every
Yes.
turn. So if you get a stability up, if you get
You
another
look at
turn
this
of
turn,
increase,
the
it'll be
previous
another
turn,
stability.
and the one before it. Have you been moving up or down steadily or not?
Okay, so it's not like a streak that gets reset, like some sort
Yeah,
of.
think of it like
No.
bowling. Then you just look at the last 2 panels.
Mhm.
Ooh. So the turn 4 people are coming in?
Turn 4 generals are arriving.
Do I get anybody on turn 4?
France gets an explorer.
I get somebody
get
on
2.
turn 4.
Oh, I don't get anybody till turn 6. What I have now is who I get.
Spain just gets more people.
yeah, I get yet another explorer and conquistador because
You get to try
You need
again.
them.
Loon, what is this person you get?
Emerging from the
Christ?
dust of finally, letting the dogs loose onto the sea, it's time for Barbarous. Barbarossa's here.
Oh no!
oh shit, Barbarossa. Okay,
Wait,
No,
I gotta
Fuck.
look at him. Where the
He's
fuck
real
is
good.
Loon on this?
Isn't
fucking
Barbarossa a
table?
pirate?
Yes.
Yes.
Like one of the most legendary pirates.
Yeah, the fact that I know that name and I'm pretty bad at history, that's not great.
545 and a privateer. He can lead pirate fleets.
What the fuck?
Has to stay in the
Yeah, no,
Mediterranean. Would
what's
never
happening.
want to leave it.
Yeah,
oh scary.
better than everything I have, and my units are pretty good.
Behold Gladbeard. Mad
Good old
beard.
Barbarossa.
Except for this, I guess you're a Okay, you can be a conquistador or a general, but you should never be a conquistador. I get this guy in turn 7 that has a 2 maneuverability. You should never be a conquistador.
Hey, Crumb, do you get anybody? No.
Nah,
Look,
I
look,
don't.
Barbarossa bits.
I don't get another person till turn 6. All
Who
right?
wants to buy insurance against Barbarossa?
Fuck it.
Newbie?
I'm all my fucking.
What's up?
I don't get another person till turn 12.
Yeah, it sucks, man.
Yeah, I know.
And let's see though, with the tragic passing of Angus,
Hey, does anyone remember if I increased my DTI last session?
I don't believe you.
still above
I
my
tried
leader
to.
minimum. It's just Ibrahim and Chef now.
I don't think I did.
As much as I appreciate the thought for insurance, unfortunately, there's a giant ocean between you and me, so I'm okay, Loon.
For now.
You
We
already,
can't leave the
you already
Mediterranean.
did something, didn't you? I don't think I can accept insurance.
You don't have anything left to insure. I already burned down
Exactly.
your everything.
That's what I'm saying.
You're just
Excuse
gonna
me, do you
stay
still
out
have
until
insurance?
Barbaros return. Barbaros is done.
Yeah, Barbarossa shows up and says, "You burned their fleets, right?" "Yep, we burned all of them." "No, you were only supposed to burn some of them so we can get money out of them."
I'm late.
What?
Why don't you guys wait for me? North Africa chief here.
East Island pirate.
You know what? I have the logistics in place that I can just push a button and have that at any time.
Cat.
Okay, I'm good.
Hey, why the
Sounds
hell didn't you
inflation.
wait for me? I miss out on everything. You
Yeah,
guys
I went ahead and put down my 2 rest of the world map explorers and conquistadors and whatnot. A lot of people just go out from the Canary Islands. They just hang out and start from there.
Born and raised in
All
the
right.
Canary Islands.
We have placed and removed military leaders. Organ and Sac still don't exist. Inflation. Will inflation move? Let's see.
I hope not.
Please do not ever
Still
reach 10%.
the same.
Oh, okay.
Still 5%.
Hey,
Still 5? Ugh.
Stability loss for ongoing wars. All the wars ended. It's quiet now at the end of turn 3.
I don't think inflation can go down.
I want to believe, okay?
There's an event that can move it down.
Thank Christ. Can I make
That's
it
it.
Inverse
zero?
bell curve.
Okay.
What do you care, motherfucker? Everyone else caring about inflation. If the moment inflation reaches 10, I suddenly become like really shitty at a lot of things.
It's as if Spain has a gold problem.
Spain might have a gold problem.
I can quit anytime I want to.
Mercantilism? No, I don't need it. Fuck you.
Is it time to look at the next turn?
Is it time to roll in the event table?
There's a bunch of math that'll have to happen to, sort out exactly the victory points that came out of that turn.
We can do that in between.
Yeah, that can
turns,
happen
though.
between sessions still for this bizarro pace we've decided, where we start in the middle of a turn, then wrap around to halfway through the
Maybe
next
go
one.
halfway into a turn or start a turn.
If the fucking combat phase didn't literally take 4 hours.
4 hours. Jesus, 4 hours. Oh, I need to.
This
4
was a
hours.
particularly complicated
A
combat.
lot happened, but I think we are now
Yeah.
ready to say it's turn 4, year 1505.
Yes.
Yes.
Monarch phase?
Monarch phase.
Oh, no,
Turn
we're still
4.
going? Oh no.
Is anyone's
We're
monarch dying? We'll just get a couple early bits. We'll probably stop at diplomacy since that's the thinking phase.
Oh, but I want to do the thing, Loon.
Are you gonna
my
do the
monarch
thing?
does in
Are you
fact
ready to
bite.
just fully resolve doing the thing? We could
My
conclude on
monarch.
doing the thing.
Okay, we conclude on doing the thing. Good.
Wait, does somebody die?
My monarch is dead. The
All
old
right.
man is dead.
Oh, but you got a new one that comes right in.
Yeah. I think
Okay.
we're still in the phase of
Venice
preset
has a
monarch.
planned second leader.
Louis
What are-
Miles.
As such, what are your numbers changing to?
Let me take a look.
It's in a book.
Where that was referred.
But we enter an age where there's not, 23-way ties on the initiative
Your
chart.
successor is determined randomly, baby. We're rolling.
Oh yeah!
It's time for our
it's
first
actually-
random leader.
Well, it's time for our first. Let's see if I get fucked. for
Think,
that.
think of a good Venetian name.
Welcome to
No,
the
no, no.
brain length table.
No. You come up with the name once you know the stats. That way you can base the name off the stats.
Fair enough.
So you're using 8, 6, and 6 for the rolls on this.
8,
Well,
6,
first of
and
all,
6.
brain table.
Rain
Yeah.
table. Successor
Roll for
rain.
reign length of your successor. Flat D10.
Alright,
Fun times ahead.
It's time for the election.
Ah,
Well-
fragile health.
Fragile
Oh,
health.
no.
Roll again for your sickly new Doge.
You got 12 turns with them.
No.
Not quite
No,
yet.
that's the second die will decide this.
On ones and tens, you have to determine the length. Yeah. All right,
5.
7 turns.
An
but
adult
they
who
are
will last 7 turns, but they have terrible health.
which
They
means
suck
they have a
at it.
chance to die every turn. I think, right?
It's a higher chance.
Yeah.
It is a boost on their
every
survival
turn-
rolls, always.
Mhm.
Yeah. Random rulers have a chance to die every turn.
All right, so now
but they
roll
have also
for-
maximum.
Your stats.
Roll
Okay.
3d10. Or
Admin,
1d10 3 times.
Diplo, military.
And-
Loon,
Oh my god.
It also
depression.
depends on the previous ruler as well.
Yes.
Okay. So,
Okay.
holy crap. So
that's
that's
a really good score.
That's a 9,
So your previous scores were?
8, 6, and 6, I think.
Yeah, it was 866 for my
Hope he
previous
dies
roll.
next
So
round.
that's a 9, an
That's 8.
ace.
The first one is 8. The second one is
Oh, yeah.
It's
I was
It's
looking at
877.
877.
877.
877.
Really good
for the new
ruler.
Doge. Really good at
Unbelievably
stuff.
good ruler, but really, really sick.
Loses half his blood each morning as he
That
vomits
is-
up a lung.
So I'd like to point out, by the way, you rolled really, really well there. You only got slightly better from the guy you just had.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I started with a phenomenal ruler.
I think we all did for the most part.
Oh, God, I'm gonna
Speak
get
for
a ground
yourself.
joy.
You have 22 initiative. You are now tied with Spain and Portugal.
Also, Loon, sadness awaits. The move occurs in admin phase, not diplomacy.
Ah, well.
All
We
right,
will
well,
get
we
to
should
the
probably
policy
wait
phase.
until next time then to do
Yes.
the move for you.
The
We should at least
move
do events.
will be postponed.
Yes, events will occur.
Event phase needs to happen, and that'll provide context to shape everything else that's going on. Yep, initiatives
Yes.
decided. No one wants to turn their ruler into a general, plainly, since...
I am turning my ruler out of being a general.
Oh, no, he's stuck. You
He's
can't go
stuck?
back.
You can't undo.
He
becoming
can't
a
leave the
general.
battlefield.
He's scarred for life.
I regret
He's
my
not
decision.
mad anymore.
Yeah,
but he
he's
is
calmed
stuck.
down from his madness, but yeah,
No, you
he's
don't
taking
know
the
that. I
sword.
could roll a 100 again.
You could, yes.
Economic
certain.
events time then. Everybody, take your 2 economic event dice and roll for economic event.
It's 2d10.
10.
8 and 3.
What page is that on? 70?
70.
Yes. 8. 3, event 7. I don't have to go too far.
Wait for this to be back.
Fiscal evasion.
Event
That's not
22, Scandal! Scandal in the court. Reduce diplomacy by 3 this turn to a minimum of 1. In addition, lose 50 from your treasury.
19.
Reorganization of the army or fleet. +2 to the next naval or land tech roll.
Oh,
and 50% off.
Your country receives a +3 bonus to success die roll of 1 colonization attempt this turn.
So,
I just randomly lost 20% of all my money.
Nice.
yeah, welcome to the rest of us. Yeah, it stinks.
I got excellent ministers. Roll a die for each of your characteristics. A roll of 1 becomes a 7, 2 becomes an 8, and a 0 becomes a 9. Unless I roll a 1 on military, this is going to be either the same or an improvement. Okay. I become an 888 ruler
Congratulations on your
For
bureaucracy.
This turn? For this turn?
forever.
Oh, wow.
They become the new valley until the end of their reign.
Nice.
All right, now I have the highest initiative.
Well, now I know what I'm going to be doing. Gonna go stealing from natives.
Yeah, so France got rush of colonists.
Yep, +3 colonization attempt, and I get 1 free basic colonization attempt.
You don't know any places to colonize, though. You'll have to.
Yep.
I have,
think
cor-
about, I
I
would
have
have to do everything in
corruption.
the military.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
available to be used before the end of the period. Yeah, so you have time to go discover somewhere and send that rush of colonists. They're just at the port, eager, ready to go.
Hey, so we're,
They
so
heard
we're
there's
gonna,
a new
hold on,
world.
we're gonna go now, right? What? Okay, I guess. Yeah.
The New World. Where?
What are you talking about?
Huh? Yeah, Chrome was hit with corruption. All
Which is
purchasing
gonna be-
campaign costs double. This turn, maintenance costs increased by 10%.
Oh, holy shit!
Oh, that's rough.
Holy
corruption.
shit!
That's a
That's
lot
a-
of money.
That's actually not too bad.
It's a good
It-
thing you're
that's
not
all-
at war. You did already resolve the Scottish Revolt.
God, that is a fucking guillotine.
It would be real bad if I was at war.
Like, going by the amount of money that I occasionally have to put into maintenance, and that's not even, like, me not even having enormous armies or anything. I'm looking over at the Ottomans. If I were to try and support that, that would cost me, like, 200-something a turn.
Yes.
I'm doing some rough math. It's going to cost me about 15 gold.
You'll be at fiscal evasion, lose 20% of your treasury.
Yep.
Nice.
I got excellent ministers.
I
Yes.
don't start with much. That's real rough for me.
Hey, the weather will be nice next turn.
Oh,
Isn't
boy.
that great? And
Really?
yeah. Daniska
Yeah.
and yeah, Darren
bunch of-
got
A bunch of
reorganization
French
of the
colonists
army
just
or fleet.
Yep, that was me.
Yeah, so boosted technology roll. In addition,
And cheap
conversion
upgrades.
costs are halved. Okay, good times.
Ooh.
That means it's
Oh, wait.
time for the other
Hold on.
events.
I was
Roll on the event table.
So let's go over what's going to happen. I'm going to have a bunch of revolts over in Ireland, and it's going to be a great time.
As an aside, I misread the events. The event I just got. I thought it was a 2 or like between a 2 and 7 or whatever becomes 8. No, it's just a 2 becomes an 8. Therefore, 1, 2, 0. Any other roll is taken at face value though. Which okay, never mind. 7, 9, 8 is what I have now. Okay.
So you got even better at politics.
Yes.
So you're still at a 24.
Yes.
The ministers don't get to count towards determining your heir, though.
Yes, correct.
That's why there's
Oh.
boxes to note their values separately.
Spain has 2 more heirs after this one. They're fine.
Yes. Time for Politic the First.
Politics! Politics!
I can't wait for like World War One to start somehow.
A 3 and a 4
See, you keep making these jokes, and I don't like them.
Too
means
possible.
it's finally time for the Treaty of Tortolitas to go off.
Oh yeah, that can happen now.
That exists.
Tordesillas can actually occur.
What does that mean?
Tordesillas, right.
Oh, is that
so,
the thing where everyone like agreed that they're gonna just decide who gets what before they ask the people who live there?
America has been discovered. Spain or Portugal may refuse this event.
No.
Are you no? You're refusing, or no? You want it to happen?
I'm fine with it happening.
Events phase.
So-
France and England receive temporary CBs against Spain and Portugal.
Wait,
Spain
what?
and
Say that
Portugal
again?
receive $50.
Oh,
I got a
okay.
CP against what?
France and England have casus belli against Spain and Portugal.
What does that
Do
mean?
you want to come at me?
Wait for
really
the reason
don't.
why, though.
We will note that this is occurring. You don't get to make any declarations until Diplo,
Yeah.
and that's going to be
I have-
next time.
I have to think about this very hard.
Yeah, looking at it though, how this ends up being is if I do accept this, there are things that I cannot do from here on out. Which
The
means
lasting
I
effects.
basically cannot touch Africa at all.
Basically, you're taking a $50 bribe to never be able to touch Africa.
This is a
and
historical
Portugal.
deal that was cut between Spain and Portugal, signed by the Pope, to just kind of cut the earth in half and give colonial dominion east
Hey,
and
Doc,
west of the magic
We
line.
did make this. We
Want
already.
to keep the,
Yeah.
the same truce.
You already have a
going?
gentleman's agreement that does this,
Yeah.
but the line is in a slightly different place.
Yep.
Yeah, so
I'm
I
fine
guess.
with keeping this truce going.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I mean,
Spain
as
may
long
not
as,
place
as long as we
markers in the
agree-
Middle East, Siberia, Asia, except the Philippines, Africa, and Brazil.
Yeah, as long as we agree, water is still fair game as long as you go the wrong way.
Yes. Agreed.
Okay.
If any markers already existed, they would immediately change hands as appropriate. Portugal
And-
gives up access to all of America except Brazil.
And actually, Doc, I want to extend another point to this.
Yeah.
Just fair game. Our ports are allied ports.
You
have
saying
to
that
make-
like we?
Do you want to extend access to each other? That sounds like something for the diplomacy phase.
That's
Next
for
up.
diplomacy.
We'll wait
That's,
till
that's
the-
something to hash out later.
We'll wait till
Until the
diplomacy.
end of Period 2, all colony and trade post placement attempts by Catholic players other than Spain or Portugal cost 1 stability and lose you control of the papacy.
This is why. This is why you want to be Protestant.
For so long as this event lasts, the movement of Spain units to the following areas is restricted. Yeah, Spain may not enter the Forbidden Zone. Portugal and Spain will respect the magic line. Each
Yes.
stack that violates this loses a stability per restricted area, or there are sea zones that are restricted. Spain is restricted
yeah.
from
You
all
cannot
sea
sail
zones
around
bordering
Africa
continental
or
Asia or Africa, except Cape of Good Hope and Cape of Storms.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's,
we
that's
we
fine with that.
Portugal
have-
is restricted from entering sea zones bordering America, except for those bordering Brazil, Amazonia, Belém, Recife, Bahia, Rio, and the sea zones of Cape Horn and coast of Chile.
okay.
Which
so
means you technically still can get Cape
Yeah.
Horn before me if you want to.
You are giving up north. You still have access to the. You can still circumnavigate.
okay,
Yeah.
so I still have access to Chile, Cape Horn, and
Yes,
Southwestern.
and then
And
the
Doc still
Pacific
has
is
Cape
still
of Good
open
Hope
game.
and Cape of Storms.
Yes.
Okay. We can still keep the allied ports thing in that case because I'll have one in spoilers. You
Yeah.
can't tell what I'm going for.
When we go to the diplomacy, we can elaborate.
Yes.
If any of you had units inside of the Forbidden Zones, they would be allowed to repatriate right now. Until the end of Period 2, all Catholic players except Portugal and Spain, which move units into the rest of the world, lose 1 stability for each stack so moved and control of the papacy. Until the end of Period 2, Portugal and Spain can attack all units or markers of other players or miners found in their respective zones on both land and sea, as defined above, including the units and markers of each other.
Which means that not only is, and the thing is, it doesn't even say that that's like okay,
That doesn't
doing
require
so
war.
triggers
You may
war.
just
It
attack
just-
things
just
that
do
are
it.
inside your zone.
Yeah.
You can blow up things that are in the zone the Pope said is yours.
Yes.
All units and
On the
markers
same
attached can only
turn.
be destroyed. Colonies are handled the same way as trade posts in normal rules, not converted. So you don't get to seize illegal colonies, you just get to burn them down. Okay.
Okay. Me and
You are
Newbie,
accepting the treaty?
agreed on that. Yes.
Hey, Loon, as an aside, just for something else, just really quick. No, actually, we'll discuss this afterwards.
Event the second.
Oh, that means I get a nice $50.
Yep. We both get a nice 50.
Note your
nice
50 bucks from the event phase. You're very good,
thanks,
free
Pope.
50 bucks.
Oh,
the Pope
brought
for
me
being
out of
good.
the red for the event phase. Thank God. Thanks,
Why
Pope.
is the fucking church head?
Actually, literal. Thank God.
8 and 4. A generic revolt.
Yeah,
Also,
okay.
yeah, this is only for like 3
Oh
periods.
God, no.
Is that for me
Don't
again?
land on me. Please don't land on me.
Oh, if it lands on
Oh
Spain,
my
bad
God,
things
This
don't
happen.
land on
revolt
me.
target is me, actually.
Oh, okay.
Oh my God.
What are you? Are you 3, Doc?
What the fuck are the Ottomans? What the fuck are the Ottomans mad about?
Let's find out. This revolt will occur in
Oh Lord.
Yeah, Doc. If it lands
Albania.
on you, really bad things happen, right?
Oh yeah, because I increased my DTI past the minimum, sorry,
Yep.
the cap. I to get a shitload of penalties all at once.
I
It
fucking
is
forgot you
a
did
revolt
that.
minus with a general.
Oh, nice.
Maybe it's a good general.
Here, I'll roll the 1d7 for that, and someone can go look that up real quick.
Oh my
Oh.
god, like the sheer number of things that happen if you tempt the fate of, going beyond the cap is ridiculous.
Rando number 5.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'll just note that on the counter and we can copy that over later. Albania's having a fuss.
I can't believe we fucking rolled an event on the table that just made me and Doc's gentleman agreement real.
Every time an event causes one or more revolts to appear in its natural province of the city that has exceeded its period limits, and the result of the modified die roll for strength roll is even, then the country immediately loses 2 levels of stability, 1 manufacture, 1 level FDI, 1 level DTI. All of those at once every time.
2 years have been consumed by the swamp. None remain. Alright, 6 and 8. Event 8.
Oh,
Isn't that
that's
Reformation
Reformation.
again?
Reformation
Oh,
the Third. Gets to occur.
the final
Reformation 3 is simple.
Yeah,
It's-
Reformation 3 is all about minors.
Yeah,
so it's not a big
Reformation
deal.
3 is very short. Scotland and the Palatinate are now Protestant. That's it.
Thank you.
What remains
I
of
cannot
Scotland is
believe that we got the entire Protestant Reformation before the age that's supposed to happen in.
Not
Yeah.
only that, it's in the span of like what, 6 years?
Martin Luther
6
is
to
like-
10?
Martin Luther's like 18 now, I want to say. 18 to 20.
Like what took decades in the real world happened in like a presidential election.
Yes.
Martin Luther shows up. Hey, have you heard about how bullshit the church is?
We know, Martin.
Germany just explodes.
We know, Martin. We're good. Thanks. Fuck.
I
Damn.
need to tell you before my shift at Denny's.
Good work.
Alright, that's some events which have unfolded here at the start of turn 4. The grand campaign.
Events
Good job,
turn is
everybody.
the
Good
best. I love
job.
the events phase so much. It's so good.
Events phase is so
It is by
menacing.
far the most
So
entertaining
ominous.
part.
Anything could happen in event phase.
The more and more things that we see that can occur just during the personal economic events, like just fucking 20% of your money's gone. Fuck it.
Wait a minute. Nothing bad happened to me. What is this?
Oh yeah,
You
technically,
came out really good with the whole Scottish shit.
you also roll to see who controls a revolt, but we haven't had a revolt with an army occur yet, so that hasn't been
Yeah.
relevant.
I mean, technically there was the Ottoman revolt in England, even though they didn't actually control anything. So what was
Yes.
that about, Loon?
You didn't pay your insurance.
That's right.
Sounds like someone needs insurance. Yeah, let's just go ahead and formalize. Who is in charge of that? England is now funding Albanian rebels.
What up?
See, it's fine.
Revenge.
It's back and forth.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll
I'm
wrap
really
that
sorry
up,
about that.
do some
I sent them over in a
recalculating
state
and
of
planning,
madness.
and next time, diplomacy in turn 4. We're getting closer to the end of period 1.
Yeah.
We're halfway there.
This,
will occur.
this turn might actually go pretty quickly.
We're gonna
Considering
finish
there's
the
not
entirety of the turn next time.
4
Absolutely.
different
Yeah.
wars going on, yeah.
I don't think anyone is starting a war this turn unless, somebody.
Unless someone wants to hassle me, who just got extremely rich, I'm starting this turn with 262 dinars in my account.
I was at, before free money from the Pope, I was at 140.
So yeah,
Wait a minute.
Spain and
How much money do you have?
France annexed Milan.
I said it once, I'm not saying it again.
So there's a line for
I
that.
have more money than you? What is this garbage?
Yeah, I have more money.
You just got 150.
Yeah, but he's Spain.
But he's also
Yeah.
spending a lot of money.
Nothing traded
I also
hands
spend a lot
between
every turn.
Habsburg and Hungary, only that the inheritance of Hungary was cancelled by the event resolving. Actually, no, wait, let's check to be sure there wasn't any, additional rule text in that event about how the war ends. Here in the denouement, let's get over to there.
That's a good point. There might be a thing where it's like they can't actually.
Some war events do that. We might have to redeclare the war if it's in fact
Oh god, no.
still on. Let's see.
Please no.
I
No,
accidentally
just the
closed voice
diplomacy
meter.
phase that starts the war. That's it. For Declaration of Hungarian Liberty.
Oh, I accidentally just put myself in the hell zone for a second because I closed voice meter.
Oh my.
Because voice meter and PDF reader look very similar.
No.
Okay.
I suppose the other formality I can settle, I have to redistribute my pashas from the ocean. I have to bring them home now that I'm at peace. That happens. Which means I could also draw attention back to, so how this works is, I have all these feudal troops being represented by all these fellows, powerful households. When I am at peace, I need to put one of these in every province that is not the capital or adjacent to somewhere that I already have one. And so how I
What
think this
happens
is
if
going
you
to work
can't do
for all
that?
these ones that I already have here. Well, I do that until there are no more valid targets, and then I'm done. Or
Okay.
until I run out of them. There are 20 of them total. So, for example, I'm going to take Ismail here, and he gets to sit at the front of the class. This time, he is going to guard Syria.
I'm not gonna fuck it up.
He won't fuck up. He's fine.
might
Yusuf
fuck it up.
will go to Dana. I might have some sort of goal in mind with how I'm distributing them this time.
Shocking.
As Amar goes over to Trapson. And then, I guess, Khaled. Yeah, the rest of these are 1 point, so Khaled goes over there.
Wait, do we go to the military phase somehow?
No,
No.
this is a redeployment thing I do while I'm at peace.
Oh, okay.
Eli goes to... Actually, so this is controlled territory as well of mine, Rhodes. So I do need to put somebody there while I'm at peace. Always, because there's nowhere adjacent to it. It's an island. So Eli gets to live on the island. 010.
Oh, just like Metal Gear Solid 5.
Yes.
Island life.
This is where Eli lives. This is what Eli deserves. So let's put Kareem back into Moria. Saleh in Macedonia. Mustafa can be deployed out to Bosnia. So that leaves 2 more that I could deploy. And to help facilitate that more easily than relying on just the RNG against a table, I wrote down their stats on a bunch of half-index cards and created a deck. So I'm just going to shuffle these by hand. These physical cards, which I have created, and then deal out 2 more of them.
Bless you, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah, Eli gets to take over Grandmaster Chalet. It's great. You're so important over there in Rhodes. You get to guard Angus's tomb. That's very prestigious. Alright, so we'll deal one out for Vermilia is getting the House of Tarek. And in Bug, he's getting the House of Turgut. And the broad thing of how these work is they're pretty useful right now because they're a shitload of bodies that I mostly don't have to pay for. They cost very small amounts. But over time, they will become corrupt and all their stats will get worse. And also there's a cap on how much they can benefit from technology. So in the late game, I need to destroy these before they drag me
That is awesome.
off of the table into the abyss
It's
if I want to
also-
move forward.
Yeah, it's also more or less what happened to the actual Ottoman
Oh, yeah.
military system.
By the way, Lunar,
I
I'm
have
gonna
a
send
setup
you a
that's
picture.
very advanced for right now, but it's not going to last.
Actually, I'll just post this in the Europa chat if you want to share this,
Automania. Ridiculous.
in case they're curious with what Portugal's been doing. That's everywhere that Portugal knows exists.
All right, let's go ahead and grab a copy of that and share it around.
Portugal knows a lot of places. Portugal's been going to zones.
When everybody else has been at war, Portugal has been studying the ocean.
I declare war on Portugal.
I mean, you could. You have
I
that free
could.
CB.
You actually have a free CB. You don't even need to spend stability for it. You're good.
I could do
you
that.
Just go jump in there and start fucking DPing.
You could do that.
Counterpoint, I'm dealing with a slight corruption issue. This is not a good idea.
Oh, that slight is an understatement.
At the same time, it's Portugal. Look at him. He doesn't have any fucking units.
He's tiny.
I
look at him.
have an army and
Don't let
boats.
Parliament hold you back.
And a frown. Yes.
Parliament doesn't even exist yet, so there's Portugal's discoveries right now. Here's the move he's managed to almost finish off. The data. Everywhere in pink, that's universally known start a game territory. Very extensive.
Uh-huh.
Newbie, I'll talk to you after game.
Please do not attack me. even if I wasn't focusing purely on fucking exploring, Portugal cannot fucking defend itself.
If only you had some sort of defensive alliance to protect you from a would-be
Yeah, if
aggressor. Maybe you
only.
two should team up. None of the players have allied with each other yet so far.
I mean, not yet.
There have been no defense pacts, no attack pacts. We have
Yeah,
spheres of influence and non-aggression going on. Yeah, right now, I non-aggress Venice largely, and they've largely reciprocated.
What do you mean, largely?
You haven't fought me. You paid your insurance.
Mm-hmm.
You've been an excellent customer. Oh, what, are you saying you're not going to non-aggress me? Are you a threat to the peace of Ottomania?
I was saying, what have I done, and also, why are you saying largely towards me?
Also, somebody brought this up in chat, and I am curious. I do want to bring this up. The treaty that me and Doc signed.
Yes.
That only lasts for the entirety of Phase 1.
The event
believe
lasts
it
until
lasts for a
end
long-
of period 2.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
end of period 2.
It
I'm,
lasts for a long time.
I'm fairly
but-
certain there is an event that happens in period 2 that does something to that treaty, though.
Or no, so the base duration is end of period 3, or until event 7-3, whichever comes first.
Oh, gotcha.
All right.
So
I thought
mostly
somebody
period
said
3.
until period 2 in chat.
There's some effects inside of it that expire at the end of period 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is, it's a while.
Now
Mainly
you
the
get
like
your $50.
I think those are the ones that like we can't move to each other kind of things.
It's the
But we still can't
restrictions
settle.
on. It's also the restrictions on other Catholic players going into the rest of the world.
Mhm.
Right. Okay.
I don't count as Catholic, right? Because I'm the in-between stage?
You're conciliatory Catholic. You are.
You do
Catholic.
count as Catholic right now. Yes.
Okay, good to know. Shit.
England signed a treaty that it would not colonize the New World at all.
Oh no, he can still do it. It's just I could fuck him up for doing so.
Yes.
They can do it, but they'll be defying the Pope scandalously.
Oh no, my no relations with the Pope. Wait a minute.
Fuck the Pope.
All
Unless I
right,
wanna
but what if your monarch were also your spiritual leader, and also the supreme being on earth? Might I interest you in serving the Caliph, the Padishah?
I believe you've already received my response to that with a revolt happening in your territory.
It has been said that your land was once of Rome. We are of
Uh-huh.
Rome. Do the math.
Are you third or fourth, maybe fifth at this point?
We can arrange for many Romes in the times to come.
Many Romes have.
Europa.